Good evening, everyone. It is just after 9:15 Eastern Standard on a beautiful Monday night. Getting ready to dive into some more Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight's episode titled Stitch Plays. But before we get into the recap, we have the read from our sponsor. Welcome, adventurer. You've unlocked a new quest. Look cooler than your party. Where to begin? Easy. TheGrumpyCookies.com. We've got shirts so nerdy they practically glow in the dark. Okay, not literally yet. Accessories so fun they'd make a goblin reconsider a life a crime. And socks so stylish, you'll pray someone notices them before initiative is rolled. At TheGrumpyCookies.com, your fandom isn't just a hobby, it's your aesthetic. So whether you're storming castles, storming conventions, or just storming through another season of binge watching, we've got the gear to keep you looking legendary. Adventure awaits. Grab your loot at thegrumpycookies.com. So, last we left off, the party had been hard at work, dedicating effort into their chosen crafts, and even lending their own capabilities to each other as needs arose. Tonight we join them as they put on their finishing touches on some of their projects, and lay groundwork for some future endeavors, and even get some social time in with one another. But after a expansive reprieve from being on the road, honing their professional skills and cultivating interpersonal relationships, well, let's say nothing ever truly stays quiet for too long. So let us see where tonight's story takes us.
Okay, I am
All
doing
right.
this for you.
All right, let us see. All right, so as you all know, the players know, but chat does not know yet. We did a lot of the dice rolls for all their crafting during this about 20-day period that they spent in the town, just kind of spending time together, working on their personal crafts and everything. But we didn't want to just sit here and spend an expansive amount of time just rolling dice and not really moving a narrative forward. But where did I put my notes? I lost them. I mean, not really, but I mean, okay.
Did you lose them on a racket?
No. So we have Lucky had finished making almost a dozen jackets, 10 total jackets for himself and his companions, or more for his companions, considering he's already got those wonderful robes. 6 of those jackets he made were of masterwork quality for distributing amongst his companions. And he made attempted to make $5. I think he kind of botched one and made 4 successful dolls, one of which was masterwork.
Yeah.
Which you modeled after Major Gresnik.
Yes, I sent him that one.
And that was after you teamed up with Celeste to install a articulating skeleton into it. That way it wasn't just merely a stuffed doll, it was a stuffed action figure. Completely posable.
Psycho, your stream's on the stream starting soon, by the way.
Oh. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably open Roll20.
Yeah, you probably should. Where were we? So, and we even got some of your sidekicks engaged in it. Talig managed to make 3 sets of studded leather armor, 2 of which were masterwork, one of which was using bone studs instead of iron studs that you had made into more of like a studded leather harness for Beast to Dawn. And Totar managed to prepare and successfully craft a masterwork mithril halberd. Celeste made a total of 3 functional iron skeletons, 2 of which she managed to successfully make into masterwork ones, which were capable of holding a wider range of poses, and one was serviceable, could hold a bunch of fairly static poses, nothing too extreme. Balance is a bit of an issue for the standard ones. And
like me.
six sets of telescoping goggles that are good for observing fine details, be it in crafting potions or trinkets or jewels, or even sewing, but also for investigating fine details, looking for a hidden switch in the floor as you guys are scoping an area. Ebony was on a brewing spree. She made at least, what's this? We got 2 healing potions, an antitoxin, 2 greater healing potions, 4 lesser healing potions, 1 potion of gentle repose, 2 necrotic resistance potions, and 2 greater elixirs of fortification, along with 4 standard rejuvenation potions.
Jesus.
Did you sleep?
She crafted for 20 days straight, basically cooking constantly. Not constantly, but she spent 8 hours a day every day that you guys were here just cooking.
Thanks, Elwood.
Oh yeah, Elwyn, Vernon's buddy, helped her out with that, considering, well, as an herbalist, there's not a lot of call for a lot of his skills with everybody else's professions. And lastly, we've got Vernon, who made several shields, 10 shields actually, 4 of which he managed to successfully make masterwork, that he wishes to see delivered to, I do believe you said you wanted to get it sent up to Major Gresnik up at his fort.
Yeah, either Major Gresnik or Ellis.
Yeah.
Which, does Ellis use a shield?
Yes.
He could probably use that +1.
Possibly.
Assuming he doesn't already have better gear.
Possibly. I haven't put too much thought into that just yet. I'll have to roll that up and see what he's got. But
I just remember, like, the one session we did kind of see some of his equipment. He pierced that bubble with some sword.
Oh yeah, he's got a pretty neat sword there. But also, between a couple of days, Lucky did a little bit of crafting to assist you, along with Tolig doing a bit of leather working to help you with producing some masterwork components for your plate armor, which you are currently sitting at 13 out of 30 pieces of the whole, and all 13 of those 13 components are masterwork in quality.
Yes.
So, that said, dive into tonight's session with, I think we will start with a spa day, and I will let Vernon and Totar, you guys can hit each other in DMs if you want to kind of figure out something you guys might want to have your characters either doing together or doing individually, while Ebony, Celeste, and Lucky head to the spa. Because I'm going to assume that over breakfast, Ebony and Celeste kind of talk about their plans to go hit the spa. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure Totar is not overly keen on that.
Yeah, he's probably the only person that would be hard to convince to go to the spa.
And I'm not sure if Vernon would be down for that, but I know that Lucky is fond of the finer things, and upon hearing spa day, his ears were perked.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm wrong.
I fucking hell. He's going straight for the spa.
It needs a manicure.
He was like, you
Sounds right.
You had me at
You feel that?
No.
Well, no.
I don't know if you were saying.
Okay.
Oh. I'm assuming he was saying no to his wife.
Yes, that's who I said no to.
Okay, I wasn't certain if it was at my bad joke or not. Anyway, so
That's such a bad joke. You said it, and I was like, no, you're fired.
Get out!
So, as the three of you, with Pepper in tow, head to the spa. Are you wanting individual rooms, or have Pepper, Cell, and Evany have a gal pal sesh in one of the private chambers, and Lucky gets himself his own private chamber? They do also provide masseurs to come in and work tired muscles out, and so on and so forth.
I'll be getting my own room.
Is this service going to cost?
Yes, depending
Of
on
course.
how intensive a service you get. There's also just like the public bath, which is like a pittance to get in to go use, but the private rooms cost a little bit, and then getting any of the other bells and whistles, perfumed waters, scented oil massages, incense, etc., everything adds to the cost. The top package would cost one gold per person.
Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad for some adventurers.
So, assuming we did a group room, and Lucky gets his own, I'm assuming that would be 3 gold for the 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be a grand total of 4 gold total, because remember, Pepper's there with you.
Oh, yep.
I would say Cell wouldn't mind paying for everybody.
Not to say I have anyone in mind either.
Oh, free spaddy.
Well, you did help invest in a fair amount of the skeletons, so...
Trust me, if that works, we're going to be minted.
Do you have any particular thing outside of just the best spa package you'd like, Lucky? Or Cell? Or Pepper?
And there's also, for an additional 5 silver, they bring in like little finger foods, like tiny little finger sandwiches, fruits,
Shit.
charcuterie boards.
Have to eat.
Ebony will pay extra for that.
I was
What,
gonna
damn
say,
right.
if there's like a menu of the foods and drinks they offer, and the moment she sees a tea list, if it is there, that's what she wants.
It like the 5 silver package provides, there's tea, there's mulled wine, and like I said, there's literally like a charcuterie board with an accompaniment of little finger sandwiches. And for 5 silver per person would determine how much food they bring out, how many portions they bring out to you guys.
Alright, so this is about 6 gold. Do we just want to split 3 and 3?
Yeah, I have no
Sure.
problem with that.
Oh.
Cell looks. I got you. I can pay.
Ebony pulls her 3 gold out and holds her hand out for Cell's 3 gold.
Yeah, Cell gives her the 3 gold.
As Ebony goes to the front desk and just, goes through everything with the receptionist on what they want.
All right, so after the
Hands
transaction,
by menu. Yes.
they hand him a menu. He looks at it for a second, hands it back immediately. Yes.
Absolutely. Give me the stuff.
What would you like? Yes. Would you also? Yes. And what part of yes do you not understand?
Yeah.
5 seconds later, the kitchen just gets yeeted at him.
Yes!
Meanwhile, he's got the cucumbers on his eyes,
Yeah.
just the
Eye.
cucumbers. Well, look, he might have his eye patch off and still put it on there, just soothe his fur. Just be like, food.
When he's done, he eats the cucumber.
Ow.
Damn right you would.
The first 3 or 4 cucumbers, like they put a cucumber down and he immediately grabs it and eats it. And they turn around, they put another one down because they're like, where did it keep going?
Free snack.
There's a little cucumber seed just sliding off the corner of his mouth.
See nothing.
But, so, with that said, as you guys depart to your individual rooms, or, well, the girl's room and Lucky's room, the baths are, ornate, very, very, well, actually not like ornate, that was the wrong word. It's pristine. White marble, there's a cushioned area for you to take off your garments and keep everything nice and dry over there, and with a curtain to help protect that area from the steam and any water from moving around in that space. There's ample room for multiple massage tables should multiple individuals be getting massaged at the same time, or they can have one person at a time. Like they're flexible with what your needs are. But it's intimate but not confining, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
Lucky has the most room.
I mean, it's the same size room. It's just that he's by himself. And eventually, probably within 10 to 15 minutes of you guys getting into your individual rooms and getting into your soak, is when the first knock at each of your rooms comes, and it's the delivery of your beverages and your snacks. And then they let you know that in about another 10 minutes, the masseur will be coming to perform their services. And when they arrive, they will work on you each individually for about 30 minutes. So three women come in to take care of Ebony, Celeste, and Pepper, and a individual of difficult to determine origin comes and takes care of Lucky.
Okay.
A cloaked figure
No.
made entirely of
Very,
mist.
no, very, very androgynous. The only thing
dagger.
you're not. You prefer sword, but anyways,
They have arms and legs. They are humanoid.
they appear to be of elven descent, but other than that, very, very androgynous in appearance. Very fair-skinned, fair-haired, very light blue eyes.
But just kind of elves in general.
Yeah, but I digress. Considering you are by yourself for the time being, Lucky, the roleplay stage is going to be opened to Nolly and Tiger. Take it away.
That's fine.
Well, I don't know about you, Celeste. I'm getting massaged as she just pushes herself out of the soak as she just heads over to one of the tables.
Celeste just nods, like she's just like, she is so relaxed, and I would imagine this is probably after a few days of working on probably the skeleton, since that seemed to be the shorter project.
Yeah, you guys are probably about day 10 or 11 at this point.
Okay, yeah. So, so she's not like completely overworked, but she was like, but especially after all the traveling and then some mild tinkering and stuff that she's done, she was like, I am going to be joining right with you for that massage. gonna be so heavenly.
And Pepper all but dive bombs out of the water onto the bed.
How's her wing doing, by the way?
It is functional.
All right. I figured I'd ask just before, like, Abby's like, how's her wing?
She occasionally complains about a little bit of an ache here or there, but it is functional. It still has a little bit of lingering ache, but it's not anything that she can't survive.
Out of curiosity, kind of where like the massage tables are there like lotions and oils on display?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Lotions, scented oils, lots of
Lotions.
aromatherapy options.
So Celeste, like realizing like there's like creams and stuff over there, is gonna kind of walk over there as she's kind of like holding her hands, kind of like inspecting them a little bit, because I would imagine she has a fair amount of calluses due to the nature of her work. And she kind of sees what sort of lotions they may have over there. You know, just kind of inspecting the list before like taking a nice little, like just nodding to herself and going to a table.
The beautician who comes in, the masseur that comes in to take care of you all, the one that's going to take care of you in particular, as you're sitting, getting onto the bed, she's able to take stock of the roughness of your hands, the roughness of your feet, because it is going to be a stark contrast between you and Evany, considering one of you is straight up a student, the other one is a laborer.
Built like a tank.
Yeah. Shit brick house. I mean, wait, no. But the
shitting bricks.
The masseur would provide a couple of lotions, and she would explain how each of these would affect your if she were to use these ones on your hands and your feet, in conjunction with giving you possibly a pumice scour with a pumice stone on your hands and on your feet to help kind of get some of those hardened layers off. It'll help extensively with promoting recovery and returning some of the suppleness to your hands. But she would also take note that given the nature of your calluses, she doesn't want to break those calluses.
Yeah.
Because she has had enough experience working with laborers, hard workers, that those calluses protect.
Yeah, like as she's like explaining everything, Celeste is just nodding the whole time, like whatever you think is best. I just want to be pampered.
And each all four of you will get a small like basically a sample of some kind of lotion or ointment or something for each of you that is kind of picked by the masseur to benefit each of you optimally. Like in the case of Lucky, they will be providing a balm that is really good for the pads of your fingers and of your feet. It also works really good for protecting the moisture of your nose.
Aww. He's got something for the toe beans.
Yes, literally.
I have a very unrelated question. Just because you mentioned earlier, Totar and Vernon may be going off to do something. Not to sidetrack, but is there any kind of fight club that you'd know about? Just to put the idea out there.
Potentially.
All right, I'll let you get back to it.
But yeah, they've got something tailor made for each of you that they will be providing to you guys at the end of it all. That said, let's
just like heating stones on her back.
Oh yeah. They like if you want heating stones, if you want, deep tissue work, if you want, just something superficial, just the light, fluffy, feel good stuff. Like they are trained. I mean, they've even got active isolated stretching training that they which is honestly what actually Pepper asks for.
Ooh.
Which, for those who do not know, active isolated stretching is where they literally actively isolate your muscle groups one at a time and stretch it out to, relieve a lot of pain and tension and restore a lot of
That doesn't
flexibility.
That doesn't fit that way. No, it doesn't.
Especially what happened to Pepper, I'm not surprised she would ask for that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Celeste is like warning them. She was like I'm imagining she still probably definitely has like the robe on, obviously, and she's like, I don't think it's easy to see. There's a wall of muscle underneath this, like underneath this, as she's pointing to like the sleeve of the robe, and she's like, I want a deep tissue, but you're going to have to probably push real hard.
At which point, that this particular masseur sits there and gives a slowly broadening smile as she sits there and she goes, "Our receptionist is very, very intuitive," and she, how some smiths and forge workers will have like their overrobes that they or they're like a tunic that they wear for presenting when they're selling stuff, but when they go back to work. Well, no,
Yeah.
not an apron. I'm talking about like the tunic, and then they will shrug it off to free their arms for range of motion.
Yeah.
And normally they've got like effectively like a tank top underneath or an apron, as Vernon chimed in. But
Mm-hmm.
she shrugs out of that, and you realize she's got pythons. She's got arms.
Celeste adjusts, like, she pulls up the robe just to show off her arms as well.
I mean, she's
You know,
not as
admiring.
massive as you, but she is a lot more prepared than you were anticipating.
Yeah, no, it's just Celeste.
We're having a
gives-
flex off.
Oh no, it's not a flex off. The masseur would lose, but the masseur
still
is
having a
much
flex.
better equipped to take care of Celeste than Celeste was probably anticipating.
Yeah, no, Celeste sees it, and she's like, okay. She gives him a thumbs up as she gets settled on the table.
So that said,
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
oh wow. So I just rolled to see a performance check on everyone's massages. I will let you three pick who gets which dice roll, so I can determine the order. Who's getting first, second, third, and fourth.
Or you could give them all to one
I
person.
will go third.
All right, Ebony's going third.
I'll go second.
All right, so that's the second. Is Pepper first or is Pepper fourth? Lucky, you get to determine that by picking which one are you.
I'll talk about boxing me into a corner. Thanks, guys.
Hey, you didn't take the opportunity to speak.
I was muted
Oh, he was. Oh, that's fair.
to stop the coughing.
Oh, fair.
Well, maybe let him choose that.
So I will go first.
Okay, you want the first one. Okay. So, that said, Lucky, you got the lowest roll. This masseur
course.
rolled a 15 on the die.
Oh. That's still pretty good, though.
Yeah, 15 on the die, and you got the lowest roll. This is a per individual. I will spoil that if they've got basically the sidekick classes of expert, which means they've got expertise in something, which is their profession, which means you're looking at a bare minimum of a 22 on that, or 21 on that performance check. So yes, it is a outstanding massage. You like she or the individual like brushes your fur out immaculately. Like you haven't felt this sleek in ages. And also you feel like about 4 or 5 pounds lighter as a lot of
All the
shed
fluff.
fur kind of has been brushed away. Like they were even able to get a lot of your undercoat out as part of the massage process, because like they were giving you a massage, but they also had gloves that had, you know, like the combing gloves.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Listen,
Yeah.
they are prepared to take care of clients of all sorts.
I just imagine Lucky is purring like a kitten over there.
He's rumbling like a Cadillac.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say, like, he's just vibrating the whole building.
If his room was right next door, you guys would be like, "What's going on? Is this building about to collapse?"
I imagine the fucking masseuse is actually just getting jostled around as that happens. Then
Oh no, they're trying not to giggle because they don't want to, you know, disturb the peace of the moment.
yeah,
But and Celeste, you had number 2, correct?
Yes.
You had the second lowest dice roll of a 17,
Okay.
which means, you know, a bare minimum of 23 on that check. So
Shit.
they did really good. You feel amazing. You feel refreshed. You feel like you've like this is quite possibly one of the best investments of time and money that you've dropped into anything in a long time.
Hell yeah.
And Ebony with roll number 4 or 3, and Pepper with roll number 4, both of those were nat 20s.
damn. Well, Pepper needed it.
Oh, Pepper definitely needed it.
If Pepper's like fucking timelessly old, can I call her Grandma Pep?
She might be timelessly old. She might be timelessly young. We don't know.
That's the thing about fairies.
We just know that Ebony and Celeste both know that, you know, they've effectively, well, Ebony has known Pepper since Ebony was probably about 5 or 6, and Pepper hasn't changed a day.
We don't really know her age, so she could be young for what she is. She could be old for what she is.
Still gonna
Genuinely
call her
don't
Grandma
know.
Pep.
Anyways, so as you guys enjoy these massages, you feel rejuvenated, recharged, refreshed. After the massage ends, you guys are, you know, released to, you know, return to your soaks, or in the case of your spa, Lucky, there's actually a series of magic stones that are left in there with you that attune to your desires as far as air pressure and temperature and types of air movement. So you, instead of having to, you know, soak and have to deal with, you know, wet fur and the drying process again, you can basically kind of get similar refreshment without having to saturate yourself.
Of course, as a cat does, I start pressing all the buttons.
Oh yeah, you experiment with it. You have a lot of
The
fun
room
getting
explodes.
like no, but yeah, like it also helps you finish drying off in record time as well, because you tend to avoid, you know, full body soaks just because it normally takes you hours to finish drying, especially your undercoat.
Mhm.
But here you
Which
are,
makes
you
sense.
had a soak, and you've not even been in here a whole hour, and you're like 80% dried.
Mm.
Let's
just sing in front of it, just like letting it blow air at me.
And it's the air is fragranced. It is whatever temperature you want it to be. It could be very, very hot. You could have it alternating between hot and cool, and, you know, high speed, low speed, no speed, and just pressure, just to kind of like almost like you just got draped under a weighted blanket. Like it's It's a very interesting therapy rock. Magical therapy rock.
Oh.
But after everyone's massages, the masseurs leave. Lucky is, or not Lucky. Pepper's just kind of like bouncing around the room, almost just fully energized.
Well, Pepper, I can see that you're feeling much better.
She's like, "You have no idea. I feel great. I feel." And she scurries over, grabs her robe, throws it on her, and goes, "I'll be right back." And she slips out the door.
Ebony just was like, I just watched her fully naked, jumping around.
Yeah, Celeste just she's just lounging on the table, just like, she hasn't really moved after the masseuse left because she's just basking in that post-massage glory. And has her eyes closed, but I'm assuming she could probably hear Pepper fluttering about.
Oh yeah, she's like, wings fluttering as she's kind of like hopping around. Like she's very, very light sounds. Like you barely hear the sounds of her feet touching the ground until she goes to scamper out. But
Gotcha.
But like
Yeah,
otherwise, you mostly hear just little quick flits of buzzing as she hops. Zzz, zzz, zzz.
You hear it's like
Full
Celeste.
frontal. Woof.
Yeah. Celeste just chuckles a little bit.
Ebony, like ever since like you were like a teenager, like she's treated you like her little sister, so she's always like bathing times. She didn't care. It is nothing. It's nothing that Ebony has never seen before. It may.
Just like,
It may not. It may be something that Celeste hasn't seen before of Pepper's. But then again, it's probably not the first time that you guys had gone to the spa together.
Yeah, Celeste just gives like a ever so slight amused chuckle, and I'm like, I mean, they are really good massages. But I hope she doesn't cause trouble while she's away. I'm not moving from this table. They're going to have to like unglue me out of this.
does Ebony still have the stones on her back, or did they take them off when they left?
Oh, so the way hot stone massages work, if you've never really had one done, they put the stones on you at first to help to let the heat do the work of softening your muscles, and then oftentimes they use lotion with the stones and use literally the stones to massage you,
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
which I'm a huge advocate for. It is amazing, and I love it. But yes, the stones are gone, as you know they have done their jobs, and all the heat had been dissipated through the massage process. But as you guys are kind of enjoying your little veg time, about 25 minutes later, Pepper comes sneaking back into the room. Just with a very mischievous grin.
Oh no.
What did she do?
Ebony at this point has gotten up and is back in the little pool to soak again. Just kind of like leaning her head back, trying to see what Pepper's doing.
I was gonna say, if you say sneaking, do we need to roll a perception check to see if we know she's there?
Oh no, like you guys know she's there because the door
Okay.
is not quiet when it opens or closes.
Gotcha.
But I mean, like, she knows that you guys see her there, but she's like doing the skulking in tiptoe,
Oh my god.
but like overly deliberate. Like she knows you guys are watching her air quotes tiptoe in, and she's just got this cheeky little, cat that got the canary smirk.
Yeah. Like, I would imagine Cell would have maybe not as quickly joined Ebony, but eventually joins Ebony in the pool, and when she sees Pepper come back in the room, she looks at Ebony, she looks at Pepper, she looks at Ebony one more time, and kind of, like, gives Ebony a ring of, like, what happened, I think, like, what she thinks happened has happened. Like, confirmation that she's thinking the same thing.
Ebony's just drinking her tea before looking at Pepper again. What'd you do to Lucky?
And the grin just widens as her eyes just kind of flash for a moment.
She just takes another sip of her tea, just like.
She goes, I'm not one to kiss and tell.
At this point, Celeste is just grabbing the tea and just chugging it.
Now you may both roll perception.
I gotta put these back to GM.
Oh,
I
crap.
forgot that I'm still on.
Let me switch my to
All right, so
that one.
Celeste misses it, but Ebony, you notice as you know, Pepper kind of comes over, because you know that the time is coming short, so you guys are probably getting ready to get back out of the pool to dry off. Probably got about another 10 minutes or so. And Pepper is starting to get changed out of her robe into her clothes to, you know, leave the spa proper, and you notice a few of Lucky's hairs kind of tumbling out of her robes as she's getting changed.
Or what?
Stephanie just kind of spits her tea back into her cup.
Celeste looks over at Ebony, like, she leans a little bit more, and she's like, you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
She looks at Pepper really confused.
I have two thoughts of where this went, and I'm not saying one of them.
And as she finishes getting dressed, she goes to the door while you two are, you know, finishing like drying your hair, brushing your hair out, because you both being, you know, more than twice her height, have a, you know, a lot more hair to take care of, a lot more work to do to get, you know, dried and get changed. So she's done first, and she kind of looks back and she goes, he challenged me, so I called his bluff. And then she walks out.
Celeste's jaw just drops, and she was like, wait, what? And she's like now scrambling to finish like getting ready.
Ebony
And
just
getting,
slowly,
properly dressed.
Ebony just slowly gets up, kind of tilting her head as she dries off and gets in her clothes. Oh, that could have been a special. She just
Figured.
quietly walks out.
That's how you get banned from the spa.
Before Ebony leaves, Celeste like looks at like Ebony. She's like, "How's that even possible? How does that work?"
You're gonna look at her and just be like, "Don't ask." No, don't ask. We don't ask how semantics work, Celeste. We don't ask how semantics sometimes.
I can't help it.
She is just gonna take Celeste and be like, we are just gonna walk out. We are going to bleach our minds and just to know that our day was nice and enjoyable.
Yeah, no, the day has been great and relaxing. Outside of that, as she gestures the general direction of Pepper has left.
Your muscles feel good. The mind is relaxed. Also, thank you for the goggles.
Yeah, of course.
I was trying her best to keep Celeste from thinking about things.
Yeah. Oh look, rain cloud. No.
So, as you guys finish getting ready, because the women's wing, you guys were a lot further from the central area. It takes you a few minutes longer to walk to the exit. Lucky's room was positioned a bit closer, so as you guys end up reaching the entry foyer to the spa, probably right after he kind of comes staggering out. I will let Lucky take it away.
So I'm just staggering out of the room. Then I'm just gonna like lean up against the wall, slightly far away, look in my eyes, and I'm just standing there like.
First.
Melvin, he's trying to keep a straight face right now.
Trying to, basically. Failing.
I want to say something, but that's not in character for Celeste to say. Oh.
Whisper it to Nolly. Maybe Ebony would say it.
I was gonna say, hold on. Give me a minute.
Either that, or you could just drop it into the party chat on Discord and leave it there.
I just messaged it to her. Oh.
That is something Celeste would not say, and I don't even think Ebony would say it.
Damn.
All right,
Still drop in the party chat.
drop it in
Oh,
party
I
chat,
know.
but while
Yeah.
while they are awestruck at seeing seeing Lucky in this stupor, Lucky with his faraway gaze, Totar and Vernon, are you
Yeah.
individually, or do you both discuss after the others leave in the morning to head to the spa? Do you guys discuss about the possibility of finding a sparring ring or fighting house?
Vernon definitely brings up the Fight Club idea because he has been without any action for the past 20 days.
Well, at this point, you're about 10 days deep.
Oh. Still.
Yeah.
He has to stay sharp.
Totar looks him up and down. You wish to spar, middleman?
With you?
Is that not what you requested?
Not exactly, but why not?
Or do you wish to team and... Oh, no. As you would put it, bring glory to our names, or some nonsense of that sort.
Maybe the team thing.
Cal kind of looks at you guys and goes, I mean, if you guys are wanting to throw hands somewhere, I know a couple of places. You guys looking for, and he kind of balls his fists up, some good old-fashioned fisticuffs, or are you looking to test your tactical prowess with some sanctioned but regulated duels? Not to the death, but,
I got shiny new toy. I want to see if it hurts people.
Yes.
He
He
kind of pauses
probably
and
not allowed to bring that in.
he kind of sits there and kind of strokes his chin. He goes, I mean, there is a place where you could, but you run the risk of... I mean, there's enchantments in place to protect against fatalities. But you also run the risk of other people bringing their shiny toys in. And their shiny toys might be shinier than your shiny toy, so... Or you might end up getting lucky and end up squaring off against somebody who doesn't have nearly as shiny of toys. The downside is because of the services being rendered in the form of the protective wards, it's a little pricier to get into. Cost of services renders. Otherwise, there are dueling houses where they have, specific weapons and armaments that you can don for the duels. That way, everyone's on equal footing, and it just comes down to personal prowess.
I mean, Vernon was personally looking for hand-to-hand.
Oh, okay.
So depending on which ones you guys choose to go to, Cal can find where you want to go. he'd be more than happy to take you there.
I don't know if we want to bring a sharp weapon somewhere.
So the three different types of duels that you can end up finding, there's just standard brawling, which is literally just fist to fist, fist to face.
Yeah.
Then there's the training duels, which has training swords that are training swords and armors. It's basically wooden weapons. It still hurts like hell when you get walloped with them, but as long as somebody doesn't lose their shit, it's impossible to get killed in one of those duels.
I mean that's a good option.
And then the other duel is, there's a lot of money that's exchanged there, lots of bets and stuff, but the buy-in to get in is not cheap, and you only make money out of it if you win.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah, and because it's completely random what kind of enemy you end up dueling against, so you could get curb stomped, or you could be doing the curb stomping, or you might get a fair match. It's genuinely up to the dice, at least until you've knocked out a few duels and kind of get into the circuit, at which point they tend to pair you up against progressively more difficult fights until you plateau, as it were. But if you want hands, that's one of the places that Cal likes to go to kind of blow off steam. Mostly because he doesn't rock weapons.
You good with hands? Fight well?
I think so.
Well, if you wish to his hand.
The above board, they're like, I don't know if like class features are going to be allowed, like action surges and stuff, because paladins have almost none of that.
No, it's not really going to be a case of actual attack rolls, because that'll potentially take all day. It's mostly going to be contested athletics or contested acrobatics, depending on each fighter would be getting to pick which one they wanted to use.
Okay.
And
I don't know if you remember when we were in Pine Valley and Vernon was practicing the unarmed strikes.
Yeah,
This is in that same vein.
that's fair. Yeah. So. All right. So.
Unarmed it is.
So, do you both wish to go to Brawlhalla?
I'm
kidding. That's not actually what it's called. Anyway, so as Cal takes you guys there, gets you he streamlines everything for you, helps you guys get everything all signed up and registered for the sanctioned fights, and gets himself signed up too, because he wants to test himself against you guys.
Oh.
And also that this also will open up the avenue of potentially him helping you get better at throwing hands.
Yes.
So after you guys are all registered, he helps you tie your hands properly to mitigate impact on your wrists and everything. Get you guys all set up for it. So that said, we are going to get into some dice rolls here. I would, just because I want everybody to be able to have a little bit of fun with this, Totar, you get to go in first. And I would like Celeste. I'm
Mhm.
assuming you're still here. Yeah. Would you be so kind as to do a GM roll of just a D20 check? And
Sure.
Totar, go ahead and throw out your athletics check.
Okie dokie.
All right, so your first bout is a rough one for you. You do end up getting bested, but only just. Considering the total of the opposed DC was a 16. But you come away from the fight with a little bit of a newfound respect for the unarmed art. While you are very, very good with your weapons, hands, you have not been served hands like this before.
Ugh, I prefer a weapon. This scratches itch.
Vernon,
Yes.
after Totar comes out and gets they've also got some ointments there. Cal took care of the cover for you guys, but there's some ointments there that help basically relieve the superficial bruising from the fight. Basically restores the lost hit points from the bouts. Evany, can you roll to GM a D20 check, and Vernon, roll me your athletics.
All right. Just making sure I don't have advantage on. I do have advantage on. Okay, there we go.
Well, even if you did, even if you left it on, I was only going to take the first number.
Gotcha. Athletics. What? I'm using an inspiration for that.
That's fair. That's a nat 1.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a 10, but what the hell? Okay.
God.
Okay.
That's still funny. That's very funny.
That's a fucking 3. Actually, it's a 5. I have a +9 to athletics.
That's still really funny because not counting your nat 1, if we discount that out of the equation, both Evany and Celeste for the NPCs checks rolled 14s on the dice. Both you and Totar rolled 14 totals.
Meets it though.
No, but that's just on the dice. She rolled a 14 plus the bonus.
Oh.
It's why Totar lost, but just barely, and you also lost, but just barely.
Are we able to go again?
And oh no, you'll get to go again. So after your first rounds, you guys watch as Lucky, if you're back, can you roll to me to GM a D20 check? We are going to see what happens in. That is fucking hilarious.
Is it another fucking 14?
Yes. If Cal rolls a 14 total. Nope. Yeah, no. So, yeah, Cal definitely dominated that one. He rolled a 19 on the die.
Yeah.
But that's too funny. All three of you rolled 14s for the NPCs. That's fucking hilarious. Anyways,
you're welcome.
Cal almost folds this guy in his own shirt.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow.
Because the guy, each one of these challengers rolled a 16 total. Cal rolled a 30 total. Hold it. And, Cal was apologizing to him afterwards. He's like, I'm sorry. I can't not give it my all because it's disrespectful to my opponent. I'm sorry. You good, man? The wheezing will stop eventually. After which Cal kind of comes out and puts ointment on himself and kind of looks at you two and goes, you guys want to step in with each other and then step in with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Vernon is eyeballing Cal as a challenge now.
So, we will have you guys go in and face off against each other, and I will let you guys roll this publicly this time. Both of you will roll
Okay.
publicly, as you guys will roll athletics against each other.
Alrighty. Vernon, you may go first.
I did it.
Fuck you, Vernon.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ! Two
Not that fucking number!
I quit! I'm done!
Hey, Hammer, you have 3 inspirations.
I'm gonna use one.
If you get another 14, you have my permission to leave for the night and take a nap.
Two less!
At least it's not a 14.
Oh, fuck it. You know what? One more. Can we do that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Oh,
I'll take a tie.
yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so it is an impressive bout. You guys are trading blow for blow. There's impressive blocks, the classic quintessential anime fist to fist impact at least once or twice. And the beautiful bromance begins with a fist to each other's jaw simultaneously, as you guys are kind of giving each other a little bit of a smirk of recognition as you both collapse in opposite directions from that final blow. And slowly pick yourselves up off the ground, looking at each other with recognition of the fact that while your styles of combat are different, you both can clearly hold your own in the battlefield. You have seen it in life or death situations as a group, but now you have seen the field of the ability to respect each other's prowess in a solo situation. Cal helps you guys out of the ring and helps you guys ointment up as others go in and have their bouts. At which point, Cal's kind of looking between the two of you guys, and he goes, "All right, so who wants to dance with me first?"
Middleman seemed eager. Let him go first.
And because he was like,
little man.
He said metal.
Oh, metal.
You're taller than Totar. He's not going to call you little.
Vernon puts his hand up. He's called Vernon Little before.
Oh.
I have called him Little Metal Man before.
Oh.
Because I didn't realize how tall he was.
But it's okay. It's okay.
But so as Cal was like pointing to each of you, kind of looking between you guys, waiting to see who wanted to go first. And
Oh, Vernon already put his hand up.
But
Sorry.
well, I meant that like at first, and then you put your hand up as Totar goes. He seemed eager, as you eagerly throw your hand up. At which point Cal kind of claps and goes, "All right," and throws a high five into your raised hand.
Yes.
Then he heads, he does that, and real quickly would give you a high five, and then grab your wrist and make sure that your wraps are on good, because he's going to try to hurt you, but he doesn't want to hurt you.
Yeah. Not irreparably, please.
Yeah. So, that said, take this sheet and set it to public. Go ahead and roll your athletics.
Gotcha. Oh. Oh. For
So,
some reason, it was blank for a second.
so as you guys are throwing hands, and Cal is not necessarily with the intentions of showboating. He's kind of giving you tips as you're going, and he gets a little overconfident because this is kind of his domain. Hands is what he does, and hubris comes to equalize and bring balance to all things. As you get, he gives you a couple pointers on how exactly to kind of ball the fist. Bring your thumb over here instead of around like this, and you do that, and you follow through, and you end up catching him as he tries to dodge one of your fists, and you take stock of one of the moves he did in the earlier fight, where he threw his fist and then slammed his fist to his chest to arc his elbow around to drop his opponent earlier, and you do that. You almost miss. Bring your fist to your chest and slam your elbow into his head as he had darted forward to take advantage of your inaccuracy in that moment as you crumple him to the ground. And he looks up, eyes a daze, smiling and nodding as he goes, "Not bad. Now if you'll stand still for a minute, you three." Fuck.
Yeah, Vernon's actively clapping his hands and smiling. He learned something today.
And then Cal kind of raises his hand for you to pull him up.
Vernon helps him up, of course.
And as you guys get out there, reointment up, some other people go out there to fight. Cal finally gets his vision straight again, and he looks to Totar. He goes, "How about you, Beast Man? You ready?"
Looks at him, nods. All right, ready to get ass handed to me.
It's not the right attitude to go into this.
No, it's not the right attitude. I almost got my ass handed to you, by you.
So,
That means we're equal, and I won. Luckily.
so
We shall. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so Totar, go ahead and roll your athletics.
Please be kind to me.
Yo!
All right. I'm gonna cast Silvery Barbs. And like
was
before, though, Cal, you guys are going back and forth. Cal's getting some good shots in. You're getting some good shots in, and just like with Vernon, he's taking the opportunity to let things be teachable, as he's kind of coaching you on your stance is a little bit off. Bring this foot forwards a little bit. Turn with throw the punch with your hips, and eventually the tide of the battle, the flow of the dance starts getting away from him as he's kind of getting too into the education part of things to not realize that you're actually listening to what he's saying. You're actually engaging in what he's saying. And by the time he realizes you are throwing that punch with your hips, you are turning into it, stepping into it just right, it dawns on him. Right before your knuckles make sweet, sweet, affectionate contact with his orbit, and you send him off his feet, crumpling onto the ground, probably about a solid 5 to 10 feet away. And he's laying there, staring at the ceiling. You just hear a very quiet, "Fuck." And he slowly raises a hand and gives you a thumbs up. And then his hand drops. And he just lays there.
to buy Cal a drink.
I walk over, I pick Kyle up, put him over my shoulder, start walking out of the ring.
While you are
To
very
the
strong,
victors, the spoils.
he is surprisingly dense and heavy.
Did the victor go to fucking spoils? That's
He's
what you said?
Cal's about 210 pounds of meat.
And Totar's got him.
Nobody
But-
said it'd be easy.
I lift him up, put him over my shoulder. Oh, lay off the breakfast as I start walking out of the ring.
You lay off breakfast.
This
tried.
would be a new book.
I pat him as the back as we're going through. You good teacher.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too good.
So, going forward, if you guys wish, Cal, unless he's working on, actually working or is actively spending time with Ebony or has something specific to do, his free time is often spent, if not with Ebony, typically down there throwing hands. So over the next few days, if you guys want, you guys can reach out to him and he could take you down there for some sparring and some training. Which might be something, he does offer that to you, and that might be something that Vernon in particular might be interested in.
Above game, just because obviously you need to know this because you're the DM. Part of me is interested in the unarmed aspect of it,
Yeah.
to literally heat enemies or goop
Oh,
them
yeah.
up in combat, or just better grapples.
Oh yeah.
So if there's any like grappling league or anything like that, that would probably be a primary focus.
Oh yeah, he is willing to help teach you a lot of what he knows. So,
But the idea of literally grabbing an enemy by the legs and spinning around and throwing them at their buddy.
So.
While that might not be exactly what happens, it's hilarious.
So, that said, about this time, all of you make it back to the Mage's Tower, and three of the party members and one of the sidekicks are looking very, very relaxed. One of them deliriously so, and Vernon, Totar, and Cal all look very, very buddy-buddy, although Cal's left eye is fairly darkened. As that bruise is... The ointment wasn't going to make the bruise immediately go away. But that black eye is pretty impressive.
Is there a way that I could have slipped off to buy something on the way back?
Sure. Depends on what you were going to go buy. You guys probably could have gone together and gotten it.
Maybe just like a semi-fancy-ish bottle of wine.
Oh yeah, like there's plenty of little taverns and stuff. You probably like there's a bar in tavern like right across from where the sparring matches are held. Mostly because a lot of people after a good fight or a bad fight tend to drink the to celebrate or to drown the sorrows of getting their asses handed to them.
Yep.
And you'd easily be able to find a decent wine there, or ale, or whiskey, or like any kind of alcohol that you're looking for. You can at that place. You wouldn't get like super top shelf, but you could get a decent quality, like a nice, 1 to 5 gold bottle wine.
Yeah, I was looking for like, decent-ish birthday gift tier.
Yeah.
Not like, let's go 2 gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say like typically 1 to 5 is like when you're getting something that would be like a quality gift, because again you're looking at the average commoner lives on 5 copper a day, 5 to 8 copper a day, and so gold to 5 gold is a fairly luxurious gift, but it's not the most luxurious type of consumable gift.
Well, while he's doing that, I'd like to make a stop too.
Oh, what are you looking for?
I want to stop by the butcher shop.
That would be out of the way.
That would be out of the way.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Okay.
That's over. Well, I mean, depends. Are you looking for like some of the good cuts of meat, or just something that might be passable?
No, I'm actually looking for bone.
Oh, bone.
I
Then
mean,
yeah, sure.
at that point, would the tavern not have that because for food? They probably just have a bit of scraps, or maybe for broth.
You'd probably be better off. There are some like smaller butchers there's a couple of other smaller butchers in the town that services like the little sub neighborhoods within the city, but like if you're looking for choice cuts and choice parts, then it's the Market Row is where you would need to go. But if you're just looking for like some like ham shanks or whatever, some kind of bones like that, then any old butcher will be able to give you what you need.
Well, I wish to have the femur of a cow, a horse. One of them two.
Oh yeah. Getting just the femur, then yeah. Probably like a silver for the whole femur, and also depends on how clean do you want it.
It doesn't have to be clean. It could have scraps and bits on it. Doesn't matter. It could be something he just started cutting up and left it behind and was like, that's all I need. I just big, large bone.
Yeah, so they've got a butcher's paper that they've got that they'll wrap it up in for you, so that way you can travel with it without it making a mess or getting dirty and stuff. Because above game, I have an idea of where you're taking it, but also it's just just for sanitary purposes. But yeah,
Michael, that's enough.
for silver, you can get yourself a cow femur.
Okay, I've handed silver over.
Yep.
Yeah. So yes, as you guys reconvene at the Mage's Tower, Vernon's got something wrapped in a bag, paper bag, and
I've already subtracted the 2 gold, by the way, so don't do that.
And Totar, you've got in a different type of paper bags, a large parcel of some kind, and Cal has a black eye.
Yeah.
He didn't listen first time. I had to tell him twice.
And Cal looks at you and goes, "You want to go again?"
You must. You have concussion.
Okay, we'll go tomorrow.
Everybody's just like, they're all at the same spot, right?
Yeah. And like Cal's grinning.
Before you get 2 black eyes, I am going to make sure the first one.
Vernon is gonna hand the bag of wine over to Cal, and I'm assuming it's probably a reddish wine. Those ones that are sort of off purple color a little bit.
Yeah.
Or at least if that was an option, that's what I got.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, "Here, to match your eye a little bit."
And Cal looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, and he goes, "Oh yes, we're going again tomorrow."
Yeah.
Loser buys drinks and meal.
All right.
Get behind that.
All right.
Oh, she comes too then.
Yes.
He looks
You
at
gotta
her.
pick him up too.
He looks at Sally. He goes, "Are you sure?"
As Has Cal ever seen Celeste in her workshop?
Yes, he has, but
Okay.
just a reminder, it's athletics checks for this.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
are my athletics checks? Yeah,
they're not good.
They're decent.
They're not great. They're not terrible, but they're
I
not
mean,
great.
He could just have him go off of either Vernon or Totar who have lower scores and will go easier.
But no, Cal kind of sits there. Guy shrugs and goes, I mean, I will apologize in advance. If you do square up against me in that ring, I am going to try to knock you out. As he raises his hands, he goes, because in that ring, these hands are, they are equal opportunity. Anybody can receive them.
Celeste shrugs. It's like, I could probably use to practice.
Okay. I mean, they got some ointment. I mean, I'll try to avoid. He looks at Totar for a moment and then looks back to Celeste. I'll try to avoid this situation as he points to his eye.
Celeste just nods.
Which
Like,
which one of us gave him the black eye, or do we just
Totar.
not know?
Totar did it.
Totar? Okay.
Yeah, Totar gave it to him when he knocked him out with that nat 20.
Damn, that makes sense.
If it makes anybody feel better, I'll probably help watch. I am not participating. Unless I want to get thrown.
Pepper pats you on the shoulder and goes, oh, believe me, I'm not going in that ring. I'll go with popcorn. I'll watch. I'll snack. I'll cheer and I'll laugh.
This sounds like a plan.
So,
Good plan.
Let's get an audience.
so that said, it probably wouldn't be the very next day, but actually, no, yeah, the very next day you guys go back again. And if you guys want, we will spare the warm up rounds and we will dive straight into the main events.
Hey, I have a gift to give to somebody.
Oh,
Excuse
yes,
me.
that's right. I apologize. Okay, give your gift.
As I take my paper and I sit on the table, I unwrap, and all you guys see is a giant cow bone. I look around. Beast, I owe you something.
A beast kind of peers around from behind you, looking under your arm up at the table, his nose just going.
You smell it. You've been good boy. Grab bone. Hold it up high. As I slowly bring it down. You may eat it.
Like he sits there and he recognizes the word eat. Like he does not understand a single word of common. Or well, sorry, correction. He understands very specific words of common individually. And so the words he understands is good boy. He likes that. And eat. I was told a good boy and I'm told that I can eat. So I'm going to eat. And he takes that, he clamps onto it, and you know what? Where's Beast's sheet? I'm curious as to how long that bone survives. Because remember,
What do you
he's
want to roll for it?
he is a big fucking dog. Just roll me a bite.
Okay.
Yeah, he like it. It will take probably a day or two for him to actually really destroy that thing. Like the first couple of days is him just kind of gnawing at it, first getting all the meat chunks off, but then just kind of gnawing at it, weakening it. But once he finally cracks that thing open, it's gone in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that bone marrow kind of gets it into a frenzy. Every time I see him, I walk over, pat him on the head. You earned it.
And he gives a low rumble. It's like he doesn't growl, but it's like the closest thing that a big canine creature can do to a purr. It's like this. It's almost a growl sound, but the tone is wrong. It's not an aggressive sound. It's just this deep, bassy reverberation. like a groan of pleasure almost.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Rottweilers do it.
Yeah, I was
It's
about to
almost
say it's kind of like a Roddy thing. But
Puppy dog.
but yeah, like literally, anytime that you guys are in the mage tower, because Beast doesn't really like going out unless he knows that you guys are going out, because he doesn't like people in large masses. They stress him out. So he basically stays in the tower. But anytime that you guys are in the tower, whatever room Totar sits in or stays in for any significant amount of time, Beast just appears in a clear corner or somewhere that he can see you guys, and he's just gnawing away quietly. You just hear little crunching sounds as he's just watching you guys.
Oh.
But so the next day.
Time for more crunching sounds.
So who wants to go first against who?
Vernon wants to go first against anyone.
All right, so
you know, haven't he healed you all?
oh yeah,
Just in case.
like
I mean, I
there
also have lay on hands.
there's an ointment that will heal hit point damage and will heal most superficial bruising, but that nat 20 was going to linger.
That is fair.
So Vernon against who? Who wants to go?
Totar stands up.
All right.
All right, you can try.
All right.
You can try.
That's why I rolled my nat 1. Don't forget.
No. So
I will say, because of a lot of that little role play there, I am going to give both Vernon and Totar a inspiration.
nice. I like me some inspiration.
Thank you.
I never actually subtracted mine, so I still just have 2.
Well, I've been keeping track of it on the stream screen, so.
Ah, gotcha.
So
I have 2, right? Because I used 1 with crafting, and I had 3 before.
Oh, you did. Okay. I failed to deduct the one from crafting. Thank you for your honesty.
Yes.
Okay. So yes. There you go. So, you two may go ahead and roll your athletics.
All right. Nah.
I'm not getting inspiration at that's a pretty high number of it as it is.
Yeah, that is greater than 50% potential there. So yeah, you guys Clash of the Titans it up. You guys are throwing hands. You guys are getting some solid body shots, a couple of decent head clips, but eventually it ends up culminating with a couple of holds of you guys trying to overpower each other, and then Vernon manages to slip under you, grab around you, and picks you up in not a proper suplex, but like it's almost like he's going for a suplex, but then you were just a little bit too much for him, that his body kind of started to almost give out as he turns and slams you sideways onto the ground, and it takes you a little longer than you'd like to get back up from that one, and that's what calls the match.
No, I need to be taller.
Like, you were both fucking winded for that one.
Yeah. That was close.
As you guys come out, you get ointmented up, and while you guys are while you guys were fighting, Cal was helping, wrap up Celeste's wrists and hands, assuming that she still wants to go in there and throw hands.
Yeah.
So, at that point, Cal kind of looks at everyone and goes, "All right, so who's next?"
Cell just kind of raises her hands. She's like, I'll go.
All right, Cell, and he kind of looks to.
I mean,
he goes, "All right, Cell, who do you want to go into the ring with?"
She kind of looks between Totar and Vernon, and she's like,
Cal is also an option.
is he?
I think just because she knows Cal a little bit more, she's gonna finally look at Cal at last, and she's like, I'll try with you.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
He kind of gives a slight grimace as he goes, "Okay."
As Cal goes to walk out, I look at him and go, "Oh, if you lose this one, I laugh at you 1 week."
No.
Hey, that's not fair.
He's
That's not fair.
Cal looks at Vernon and he goes, Listen. Fair. But I'm a teacher first when I'm in here.
Vernon didn't say it.
And
Guys, look at.
so go ahead and roll your athletics as we get into the ring.
Oh, public.
Yes. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No. Oh. No, that's his minimum. No, I'm pretty sure his minimum bonus is 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I burn an inspiration?
Sure.
So
You've only got
up
2.
like a fucking wet piece
I
of
know.
paper.
I'm just going to burn 1.
Oh,
Oh, hey, you have a chance.
Cal, roll good. Come on, Cal.
He rolled a
Oh
9.
my god.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
And
Oh.
just like with each of you two, he's sitting there trying to coach her through how to throw the punch, how to, giving her guidance, and while they're throwing their punches, getting into grapples, as he's kind of sitting there, ties into a grapple, and he's giving her coaching on how to break, how to do this, and she ends up, he says, when you're grappled like this is a good time to put your knees into it and get some body shots, some hip shots, and she gets a nut shot.
Oh no.
She wasn't aiming for that, but she got that, and she was trying to go for his knee, and he shifted his leg to try to not catch her knee in his knee in a suboptimal angle, which could have potentially dropped him there, and her leg slides up his thigh, knee to groin, and he just
is Ebony here? I'm sorry.
and he just kind of goes, "Okay,
Oh,
you win."
is Ebony here?
And he just kind of limps back a little bit and buckles and drops to the ground. And he goes, "It's what I get for being nice."
Is Ebony here?
He's here.
Okay. Vernon
Player can't stop laughing.
Vernon almost drops to his knees when he sees the nut shot. Runs over to Cal and tries to scoop him up.
Oh my god.
And then I don't know if I need to roll to try and pick up Cal.
He'll he's not gonna let you carry him, but he'll definitely throw an arm over you and let you help him limp out.
If that's what he'd prefer, he's directly taking him over to Ebony.
The moment like Cal gets off Celeste, she immediately stands up, her hands over her face. She's like, "I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And
He
she's
just-
looking over
he
at
gi-
Ebony.
He gives a little weak thumbs up. He goes, "No, it was a good shot." It was a good
That
shot.
shot.
Listen, if somebody else that isn't one of us has you in a hold like that, or even if it is one of us and we're not being nice for whatever reason, do that. 100%.
Celeste just nods and she's just speechless at this point. She's like watching them limp away.
Oh,
Or
We're
get
gonna-
dragged away.
We're gonna have to buy Cal a spa day.
Yeah.
yeah.
As Cal comes in with his high voice, I just nod. Teacher has become student now, I see.
He looks
Three
to
times.
he looks to you. He goes, let her catch you in the beanbag. I don't think you'd be speaking very high. I mean, you might be speaking high pitched.
They knocked the jokes right out of him.
Oh, that was a wonderful use of an inspiration. Holy shit.
Hey, y'all lucky that I don't get inspirations.
Yeah,
Oh man.
we did have to use inspirations to beat him.
Yeah, you did. Actually, I think you didn't, Vernon.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just lucky rolled it the first time.
Yeah, you did. Oh no, actually no. Totar didn't even have to roll inspiration to beat me. You
I'm
both just
pretty
got
sure he
lucky
did.
rolls. Nope.
Didn't he roll like a 7 and then he was like, no?
No, that was
That was
against you.
Oh, that's when we went. You know, we both got 14. Gotcha.
No.
Yeah, we both matched at 14 or something. What was the number? 21. We
Yeah,
both
you matched at 20.
21.
Yeah, he started with 14.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after you bring him limping over to Ebony, he's like, "The ointment's not gonna do much for this."
You know what? I'm just gonna have her use crap.
I don't think this is an appropriate time for lay on hands.
It's just
Oh,
like, I'm gonna try healing you as close as possible, but it might be a little hard, difficult. I mean, she's just gonna try to heal him as best that she can.
go ahead and roll your cure wounds.
I think it's healing word, but still.
Oh, healing word. That'll work.
Shit, we're in. Fuck, I could probably use healing.
Nah,
Better form.
it's not that much damage. Because
Just
she
ouchies.
effectively
no.
she effectively rolled a critical hit, which yes, it's a critical hit, but her unarmed strikes are 1 plus strength, so double the 1, 2 plus strength. So she did 5 points of damage.
That's more emotional damage, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's what hurts my pride. What hurts my feelings?
Just like start cutting his head, like it's okay.
At which point, when after Cell gets ointmented up and some other guys have their rounds, Cal points to Cell, goes, "Hey, kick his ass," pointing to Totar.
Celeste
Don't do that again.
I was gonna say, like, Celeste just looks up at Totar, and she's like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stop for the day.
Good choice. I don't want to hurt you.
But I don't know if those are the right words right now.
At which
She's
point,
like,
Cal goes, "Fine, I'll kick his ass." and gets up and goes back into the ring.
Oh, should have stayed quiet as he goes walking out.
All right, go ahead and roll your athletics. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very mad if I end up losing again.
You have to roll a 1. Do it. Nope.
Not quite a 1.
Like, Cal's not looking to, like, not utterly humiliate you, but he goes to prove a point. As you guys square up, he kind of throws a couple of jabs to get you engaged, and then baits out a swing. And when you go in for a real good strong swing, he ducks under your arm, immediately wraps you up like Vernon did. But because of a lot more training and proper leverage, he actually hoists you clean up overhead and slams you down on your shoulders behind him in a proper suplex.
What's your favorite beer place? Or oh, the dark lamb, black rock.
After which he stands up and goes, "You good?"
Oh, that place.
No, I think I'm fine. No, nope.
You've
Next my balls, I taste in my mouth.
You've never felt small before getting thrown like that. At least not amongst other humanoids. He helps you to your feet again. And as he walks to the edge of the ring to where, you can go get ointmented up, he looks to Vernon and gives you a beckoning finger.
Alright, Vernon approaches.
Go ahead and roll your athletics.
What?
Before this happens, if Cal is okay with it, Vernon is just going to give the man up because he needs it.
Give the man a hug.
Yeah.
What?
He won't resist the hug.
You are a good sport.
Hey, Ebony, your mic's hot, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Now it is time.
Now it is time.
Oh, yeah, no, you need to roll a 1. Roll a 1 to match.
Yeah, I was going to say, even with a 1, he's going to match you.
Yep. It's my turn to get folded.
He doesn't suplex you. I only gave him that because he beat by more than 10. But he definitely he took the teacher's hat off.
Nice.
And he definitely rings your bell a couple of times before you kind of take a couple staggering steps back and drop to a knee, waving a hand like, "No, I'm good. I'm good. The ringing is too much."
Honor reclaimed.
Basically. So. So, as you guys finish your rounds, you guys head out, enjoying a meal and some rest, and a bit more of a closeness to the group within the group from some from the sparring, from the trading of blows. But after your meal, as you guys are heading back to the Mage's Tower, there's the Oh, he's probably pissing himself laughing watching Cal get his, beanbag checked. Lucky? Or is he AFK?
That would be correct, yes.
Okay.
I am here. I'm just chilling.
You're good.
So, while you guys are heading back to the Mage's Tower, the crowd is thick this day, as it's kind of prime time. Everybody's making their way to different dining establishments for the evening. But you guys know you guys got one, you guys already had a good meal, and also there's Oladris always has some kind of fresh baked pie and some nice warmed mead and wines for desserts before everybody heads off to slumber. So you guys have an objective. But in the crowd, I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
My best stat. My highest number.
And you guys can roll these to GM again.
Oh, well, everybody gets to see my perception now. My
That
best
was
stat, my highest
wonderful.
number.
That was great. Do it again.
I mean, I could do it again,
Okay.
but it'd still go with the 9.
So, Cell, you will notice his approach, but you don't fully get a chance to caution anyone by too much before it's too late, as you see a very, very familiar, unpleasant approaching individual.
Yay.
One of two people.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's two individuals.
Yes, but one of them is far more familiar to you than the other.
That is also true.
Cool.
If I'm assuming Cell and Ebony are pretty much going to almost always be walking side by side.
Yeah.
If she may not be able to alert it right away, obviously, but she would definitely put an arm on Ebony, like either an arm or like a hand to the shoulder.
But you also do note that he is flanked on each side by two individuals on each side in identical uniforms. You could definitely tell that they are house guards, from guardians from a noble house, hired.
Okay.
And in his possession, they're probably no more than hired thugs, but they are armed and they are wearing the colors of his house as he approaches. And you see the slimy half-elf approaching.
You're an audible.
Oh.
I hate this bastard.
Oh.
You're so slimy.
Yes, a very, very slimy half-elf. Very
Ugh.
self-important. As he approaches, and he's got this very the smile, the expression on his face, the smile itself is genuine in that he is truly happy to see you.
Capricious.
The
Is that the word you're
eyebrows
looking for?
are very, but the problem lies in the fact that the eyebrows have an expressiveness that just screams entitlement, arrogance, and pride. And there's a coldness in his eyes that the smile just cannot alleviate. There's calculating in his eyes. There's a darkness inside this man. And as he approaches, Oh, Heavenly, at last the fire that warms even the coldest halls graces me again. How radiant you are, even amid such rugged company. It is almost cruel how fate has carved you for splendor, yet set you wandering in dust and danger. I would see you lifted above such trifles, clothed in finery, surrounded by those who know your worth. You were not meant to be hidden among the ordinary. No, you were meant to shine at my side, where destiny has so clearly placed you. Do not trouble yourself with an answer now. Even your silence, dear flame, only binds you closer to me. He says with that smile still plastered on like it was painted there.
I thought stealth gift.
Does everybody in the party get like a moment to say anything?
He definitely, again, he has
I'm
four
not gonna
armed.
say anything to him.
I was going to say there's 4 armed soldiers with him just to paint the clear picture, and you guys are fairly well in a crowded area, so bear
Yeah.
all that in mind.
Vernon is gonna. No, that's too funny. I can't do that.
Ebony just gives that.
No, I can do that.
Ebony just gives the polite "fuck you" smile.
Vernon looks around and puts a finger on his chest, like, "Oh, are you talking to me?"
Let's. Oh, actually, no. With that perception, you might roll an insight.
Me?
Yes.
Did we not hear his creepy freakazoid warm breath? Anyways, insight. You got it.
Well, no. Were you kidding or not? Were you trying to be funny?
No, Vernon's trying to be funny.
Oh, okay then. All right. Well, so
Vernon is drawing the attention away from Ebony right now.
I will say with that insight, you will also know that you are scenery to him.
Oh, I am. I must be so pretty.
Like you, well,
Like a
no,
sunset.
no, worse than that. You are a barrel. You are a fixture in the background.
Like a wasteland.
He does not register you because you do not matter to him.
Yeah. No, so he doesn't do anything when Vernon raises his eyebrows and fingers his chest.
No, he completely ignores you.
That's so.
His eyes are locked on Ebony. Like when he mentioned the rugged company, he kind of cast a disparaging glance across the rest of you, though you will note that his eyes do linger and narrow on Cal before continuing to look back to Ebony.
Hi, Tavon. How are you? You could clearly tell she is not happy. She's like she's trying to be polite because the fact that we're in a crowd. But I mean, she did ask how he was.
He kind of sits there and he gives a bow as he goes, "Oh, I was experiencing a drought in my day-to-day, but Ebony, your presence redeems the very air. How oddly wasted you look among travelers in tents. Such fire deserves velvet, flame-forged jewels, and an audience that knows to kneel. Please allow me to spare you the petty concerns of the roads. With me, you will never doubt your place again. Why endure lesser comforts when destiny offers you grandeur?"
Great question.
I'll let you go first.
When he says I was experiencing a drought, the weather's been really pleasant, right? Like the almost 2 weeks we've been here so far, right?
It's been just over a week, because remember, a week in this world,
Or
it's a 10-day. So you guys
oh,
have
that's
literally been just over a week.
okay. But like for overall, it's been pretty nice. Correct.
You guys have been able to avoid him entirely.
Oh no, I'm talking about the actual weather.
Oh, yes, the actual weather's been pleasant.
Okay. I I know Celeste probably would know that Tavon's probably really not going to be pay attention, but the moment he starts talking about how he's been experiencing a drought with her lack of presence around, Celeste, half being into the weather that she is, and also half being obtuse, or at least trying to avoid or trying to get the pressure off of Ebony. She's like, oh, that's weird. The weather's been actually really pleasant lately.
And once again, he completely ignores you. It's almost like you didn't say anything at all.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. Okay.
Like you're speaking into the void.
Can I cast a spell?
You may attempt.
I would like to subtle cast suggestion and tell him to go take a long walk off a short pier.
That is a wisdom save.
Let me check. Yeah, wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage because he didn't see it coming.
What is the DC?
16.
You just trying to Jedi mind trick this dude?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
He'll pass. I know he'll pass, but at the same time, it's worth a try.
At least you try. Yeah.
I mean, you said it was wisdom. He could be a wizard, not a sorcerer. Oh wait, sorcerers are charisma. Who uses wisdom?
Clerics,
Clerics,
druids.
rangers.
yeah,
Yeah, Rangers.
But no, he does narrowly succeed. But he sits there and that gets a twinge to his eyebrow.
Whoa.
Because he felt the enchantment.
Oh,
Doesn't
but
know it's me.
Oh, type of wisdom.
I need you to roll me a deception.
I believe
Can-
you lucky.
Can Vernon create a distraction?
You don't know he did anything.
I mean,
get
Vernon
subtle
was
cast?
still trying to create a distraction for him. I was actually looking at
He-
Vernon so I could
No, he does not know who did it. He does not believe it was Ebony because of bias. But he does not know who of your companions would have done this.
It's definitely not the dunce and chain now. I'm talking about myself.
I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah, before I say anything.
The master
Yeah.
of dungeons.
He
Yes.
sorry, what was that?
No, we just said he said the master of dungeons, and I just said yes. Carry on.
So he sits there, he's kind of squints, narrows his eyes at the rest of you. This is the first time, other than Cal, that each of you, I mean, he's taken stock of Cell, but not, Cell has never gotten the attention from him that Evany has gotten. Cell is very thankful for that.
Yes,
But-
Cell is very thankful for that.
Of the three of them, Cell and Cal Evany and Cal get the most attention from Tavon because, he wants one of them and hates the other because he is closer to his target than he is. And
Do his eyes ever glance over Vernon?
he squints at each of you in turn because he doesn't know which one of you guys just tried to addle his mind.
Vernon crosses his eyes and sticks his tongue out and shakes his head.
No.
He no longer suspects you.
So
And
let's just
I
say-
will say with that insight that you rolled earlier, as he rolls his eyes and looks away from you, you are fully convinced that he's fully convinced that you're a moron.
He's right.
Like
He's right.
he genuinely thinks that you, like, on a new number scale, he thinks you have no higher than a 6 intelligence.
It's not far off.
He genuinely thinks that you are dumb.
I gotta
As soon as he
say,
rolls his eyes, I cast it again.
Oh. Oh.
But he's not looking at us. I'll cast it again.
if he ever looks back at me again, I'm gonna do the same thing, but just start like actually shaking my head like a maniac.
He succeeds again.
Cast can't cast spells.
Meow.
Guys,
Ebony's
you're gonna
just
pin this
like-
on your. You're gonna pin this on your fucking cleric, guys. Don't do it.
I already have a plan of what's going to happen if he gives me the stink eye.
Vernon is gonna grab a second shield and pretend to use them like a barrier in between himself and Ebony to like literally obscure all of the vision between the two.
Like he looks properly peeved now as he sits there and takes a sharp intake of breath to try to calm himself as he goes, "My radiant Ebony." Oh,
Uh-oh.
Vernon is taller and
Oh.
wider than Ebony. He can
what,
totally obscure her.
what was your fuse at?
5.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well then.
Oh no.
Let's see, where is that notepad
Of course it has to go off now. I wouldn't be surprised.
at? So that means technically it went off before. Oh no. So yeah, no. He knows exactly who did it now.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Because when you cast it the first time, immediately after you cast it, all of your teeth fell out of your mouth.
Oh,
Over the next 10 minutes, they regrow, but literally, you cast it, and then immediately, teeth.
Oh
Damn,
my
I didn't
God,
know it was
the fact
that
that
old.
this was a subtle spell too just makes this kind of funnier.
well, you know, he could just
Please.
keep his mouth shut and try to
Please say
prevent-
it freaks him out, at least. Like something happens and I just suddenly start spitting out teeth.
You could just keep your mouth shut, and then he
Um,
won't even know.
Well, okay, so backtracking now that we've got that. So when you first cast it, you can restore your subtle spell or your sorcery point.
Okay.
Because I'm going to assume you're not going to cast it again.
Oh no.
Yeah, after
Not if I've
after
been
that.
outed.
Yeah, because like it's like they fall out of your mouth. Like literally, there's like you don't realize that it's happening until the first couple of teeth start falling. You're like, oh, and it's kind of horrific because you feel them just fall loose from your gums. It's mildly horrifying, like straight up body horror kind of shit.
What the
At,
fuck?
he rolled a 25 on his Arcana check. He knows exactly what is wrong with you. He does not know why it is what is wrong with you, but he understands. As he looks at you, narrows his eyes, and smirks. But as he sits there and kind of shakes his head dismissively and looks back to Evany, he goes, "Well, my radiant Evany and her loyal, if overassured, companions, how fortunate you've been to travel so near a light such as hers. Cherish it while you may. Mind you, guard her well. Missteps by meddlesome hands have a way of being corrected. I am patient, but I am not helpless, and there are lessons I can deliver with exquisite permanence. Cross me or claim what is mine, and you will learn precisely why some fires are left undisturbed. Until we meet again," as he turns, "choose your actions wisely." And he leaves with his little entourage in tow. And he does cast a glance back, but not to you, Evany. The glance is a glare at you, Lucky.
I'm gonna sexually harass him and see how he likes it.
Please do.
Magic missile.
Ebony, I say, Beast would like to chew on his femur.
And somewhere in the Mage's Tower, Beast's ears perk up.
You know, if it ever came to the fact that he actually does something, Beast will eat it.
You broke up a little bit.
Mm.
He always goes on about how anybody else polished stones. I think you're all hidden gems.
I'm not very hidden.
That's
I'm like mold on rock. You can't get rid of me.
Oh, that was good, Michael.
What did he say?
He doesn't have teeth.
Vernon is gonna drop down and start trying to pick up all the teeth.
I mean, like, as you do that, you also do see, as about a minute or so has passed, you do see, like, the little tips of teeth starting to protrude from his gums. It is extremely unpleasant feeling, Michael, as a fresh new set of teeth are growing in. But that was really good. Have inspiration.
Thank you.
That was really good.
It's something to get this man some porridge.
Where are we exactly in town? Is I know we're in a very crowded area, but
I think we're like kind of near the Mage's Tower.
We should learn your
Never-
invisibility spell just so next time that guy sees Evan, we just cast it on him.
Oh, I
Well,
actually have a plan for the next
What?
time I see him.
What was it you were gonna say?
No, I've already got an idea.
Ugh.
To let her get away, at least.
Kotar has bad idea. For him, mostly.
So,
whatever you do, just not in the city. I don't want you all to be punished with balls.
It looks maybe to me.
I look at you, Ebony. Would he ever punish you?
Every kind of thinks on it. Can you clarify what kind of punishment?
Be mad at you, get angry.
I feel like he wouldn't get angry, but he'd treat me like a little canary in a cage.
Even
I think
worse.
that's his end game anyway.
I have to talk to Lucky. Lucky, good magic user. Me and him idea. Quiet, you old man.
Well,
Vernon can't stop staring at where your teeth should be. He also has a handful of all of the teeth that fell.
Hey,
I look
free
at
bone.
Vernon. Those are not snacks. Do not eat. They may crunch, but taste bad.
Well,
I mean,
like-
I'm not a violent person, but you know, I just fantasize of shipping him out on a boat in the middle of rough seas and just watching lightning go after him.
not a violent person, but you'd like to be.
No, I'm not. I'm not a violent person. I think.
I pat,
Usually.
I pat Sella on the shoulder. I know violence is not the answer. It's the question, and the answer is yes.
No, it's not a question either.
I mean, sometimes
just-
it is.
It's just a tool.
It's unquestionable. It's guaranteed.
Cal just kind of looks to Vernon and Totar. He goes, "What I did to each of you, I would do in extreme excess if given the chance to that." And he kind of chews the word for a moment before spitting the word "man" with just utter derision.
Man-ish.
I look at Cal. How certain are you that you would do that if you had the chance in the ring?
She just has to keep her mouth shut like
He kind of sits there and he
imagining.
goes, he kind of looks at his hands. You see the spark of electricity across his hands. He goes, "Fortunately, his arcane skills far exceed my own. But in time, if that playing field could get leveled enough, oh, I would break him."
Maybe
Yeah,
don't
have a
do what
fight.
you did to us to him and do what Ebony did to you. Or I meant Cell. I'm making
I have
a
planned with
mistake.
Lucky. You are now involved.
Forget I said something.
Hold on. Y'all can be as violent as you want with the man, but as Cal said, I think we're not at the level yet, considering how long I've known that creep.
Um,
If plan goes as good, we will do nothing to him that he does not wish to be happening to him.
Ugh.
I'm above game. I'm horribly concerned, but also,
Ugh.
Ebony, you know that outside of the Mage's Tower, a lot of the nobility are kind of grooming him up to potentially take the post of Archmage whenever Oladris finally retires.
That means he can't retire.
No!
A cranky
lot-
old man in the tower. Having my dead body.
A lot of the nobility don't realize exactly how fucking old Oladris actually is and the fact that he's not retiring anytime soon. But that's what they're grooming him for. That is their goal for him. And he is one of the most likely candidates for the role of those that are potentially being nurtured and groomed for the role.
Who are the other? Yeah, that's a question for another.
You're one of them, Ebony. At least in Oladris's mind.
Oh, I was like, I mean, he doesn't know Noble's that well.
You don't need to if you're an all powerful fucking archmage.
Yeah, well, no,
They just want him
I'm
to
saying
be
within the
archmage for
city,
that.
those that are potentially being set up for the role, you are one of the few. Just his current abilities far outstripe yours.
Oh, and she knows that. She definitely knows that.
I would like for you to roll me an Arcana check, Ebony.
Oh, God. I'm good at those, usually.
Can I do one at disadvantage? I'm joking.
Let me put it this way: you know that
Oh,
his let me see.
Oh,
gotta double check the spell. I gotta double check the spell.
Guys, pause. I'm worried.
No, that's not the spell. But you do know that he has access to a great amount of very powerful magics. And that he has his own personal teleportation circle to his own home.
That's terrifying.
So terrifying about a teleportation circle to your house. It just helped you take home groceries.
Well, that and also...
Escape.
And also so Evany, you also understand that while teleportation circle requires you to be able to draw the circle that you want to teleport to,
Right.
but if you have familiarity with a spell, with a teleportation circle, you can cast teleport. So teleportation circle takes a minute to draw the circle as part of the ritual casting the spell.
Mm-hmm.
If you are intimately familiar with the location of a teleportation circle, you can spend a single action and instantly teleport there from anywhere in the world.
Wonderful.
You've watched him teleport.
Question though, have I watched him teleport by himself or with his lackey?
You've watched him and his entourage teleport.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Just to give you a scale of reference of his potential power.
So,
Definitely not at that level yet. Ugh.
if we get that spell and we know that teleportation circle, we could do some damage.
I don't think she's ever been in his house.
She does not know his teleportation circle. She does not want to know his teleportation circle. Because in order to know his teleportation circle, she has to go into his house. That's the last place she wants to be.
I'll do it.
We could put a bunch of rotten eggs in his house.
Oh dear.
We could figure out the spell, Lucky, but we could.
But as
But you probably not have her personality down.
as you guys go to the get to the mage's tower.
What was Lucky about to say?
Oh, what was Lucky about to say?
No, I was just spitballing.
Oh.
I do have a certain spell which would allow it, but at the same time, I've got time to get used to your mannerisms.
Fair enough.
I mean, she didn't even interact with him.
Exactly.
She didn't have to. Y'all were being distractions.
Well, that and also most of the time, a lot of the interactions go like that. He comes and he talks at you.
Just drink tea, wait till he's done. Adios. Yep, bye.
I would also, I would like for everybody to roll an insight, other than Evany, because you know what he's about.
Oh.
And I guess technically Cell probably doesn't need to. She's been around enough to have witnessed it.
Insight time.
I mean, I can still roll it.
All right, you know Cell. You know.
Did you roll like a 20?
She rolled a nat 20. So yeah, Vernon and Totar, like, you guys know that he does not have anything good in mind for Evany. Like, he's not a good dude.
That doesn't seem like it would require a lot to figure out. He's a creep and she doesn't want anything to do with him.
But the big thing is, Cell and Lucky, you two are keenly aware that he doesn't even view her as, like, a love interest. He views her as an object to be conquered, to be claimed, to be possessed.
Ew.
She exists in his mind to be a status symbol. A gem to embed in the crown of his fame.
Creepy.
And so, with that nat 20, you also know that he fully intends to make her his, and her compliance does not factor into his plans at all.
Yeah. Slimy, nasty guy.
Does not understand what he said.
Typical royalty. Just kidding.
He understands what it is, he just doesn't care. Which makes it worse.
Actually, can we just call him a slime? Not even call him a man? Because that's what he is.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on him every time I see him.
What if next time we saw him, your teeth just fell out again, and then he had to second guess whether it was actually the magic? Or no, he already rolled the Arcana.
He's already kind of guessed at my wild magic sorcerer.
It's like, no, it's not magic. He's just geriatric.
You're lucky my teeth haven't come back in.
But as you guys settle in for the night after de-stressing over some nice warm, you know what?
Alcohol.
Yeah, roll me a. Roll me a somebody, Lucky. Roll me a d10.
You've been chosen.
Okay, so it's simple, it's nice, it's comforting, it's warming, and it definitely helps offset the creep factor of what you guys just went through. As the pie of the evening is just a very simple, very, very tart but sweet apple pie.
Oh.
With a nice warm
10 minutes well.
with a nice warm apple cider. Spiced
I'm
cider.
just
at that.
staring at it until my teeth come in.
Oh no, like in the time that it took for you to get there, to get situated, your teeth were like 90% done growing back in as you guys were serving up the pie.
Hey, I got this one back.
Although Ebony is going to talk to Olgris, and she is going to ask if she can just sleep in his room tonight. She does not like when creep comes around. Even though she's perfectly safe in the tower, she still loves night.
He, like at first, when you ask, do you explain about your meeting with him, or do you just ask first?
She just asks first.
You haven't done that in quite a few years. May I ask what troubles you so?
Very, very influential slimy people. She kind of just gives that off stare and not very good explanations, which is very unlike her.
All right, let's see what his insight check will glean to him. Yeah, he kind of sits there and his eyes kind of narrow a little bit, and he goes, "Do not worry, pet. You may sleep in my chambers. The fiend will not get a chance to bother you again this eve."
Aww.
He kind of sits there.
And just kind of goes, "Papa." gets a big old hug.
He kind of he pats you on the head and that said, he gives you pats you on the head and gives you the hug and tells you to enjoy your evening with your friends while he goes and sets up your sleeping arrangements in his room.
Okay.
Um,
Oh.
You guys may go ahead and role play. What was that?
Mm.
I was like, the safest place for her to be right now is actually with Dad.
That's very fair.
Vernon is gonna sniff the cider. Is it alcoholic?
Oh yes, it's not like super strong per glass, but I mean if you polish off like a pitcher of it, you're definitely gonna sleep hard.
Vernon will drink something else.
Like it's more of like a warming alcohol, not like a fuck your shit up alcohol. You gotta drink in excess to really start feeling something significant.
Vernon will still drink something else.
I was gonna say, like, they all, Oladris and Ebony did hug, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I would say, like, during that moment, Celeste would just kind of have, like, this kind of small look of longing. Like, she's just overall watching, but just a little bit in the back of her mind, she just has, like, this little look of longing. Before just, like, kind of, you know, turning her head and seeing what everyone else was doing.
Can I roll to see if I noticed that look of longing?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the DC would be.
I'm not sure what the DC would be either.
Are you actively trying to conceal it, or because if you're
it's more like incidental, like the feeling, like it's just she doesn't really see why she's not trying to hide it. She doesn't really realize that her face is changing. If you get what I'm saying.
all right, so
Yeah, I
It's
get
involuntary.
yeah, so then the
Yeah, it's
DC is an 8.
Aha. Perception?
I would say first perception, and then from there it would be insight if you want to potentially translate what it is that you're seeing.
Yeah. And then insight.
Yeah, I would say that gives you that's enough. Because she's not like hiding it, and you've got similar longings in your heart as well for that familiar touch of family that loves you. But even with that role, you can tell that her pain and her longing is much deeper seated than yours because, well, while yes, you did lose your father, you had him far longer than she had hers by your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when Vernon notices this look, he's going to fucking just reach over and give Sel a noogie to try to bring her back into reality.
Not realizing so.
I was thinking about doing the hug from behind, but probably not the best idea with someone that could shock you with 10 million gigawatts.
Probably not. Although she's not really running around trying to electrocute people either.
No.
I suppose. But yeah, no, when he does that, she jumps a little bit, and then, like, it takes a moment for her to realize, like, how her face was before she just smiles lightly, and then, you know, kind of snaps into reality. You know, and gives him, like, a subtle nod of thank you.
Time for the therapy dog.
Time for the therapy dog.
Beast lays his head in your lap.
Aw. She would definitely pet, Beast before sending Beast over to Ebony.
Evan. Oh.
He's slime ball.
Yeah.
Cal's probably like sitting near Evany. Like, you know what? Everybody but Evany, roll perception.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, you can roll 2, but with disadvantage because, well, you're inside your own head at the moment.
I'm doing just.
Oleg is somehow very sneakily standing right behind Ebony. I have the best perception.
Damn. So, Lucky and Cell, you both can see clear as day. Totar, you notice that Cal is very stiff-backed at the moment. Very rigid, but other than that, don't really see too much out of sorts. Lucky and Cell, you can tell that Cal's, like, his hand's twitching a little bit because he's fighting with himself because he wants to reach over and, like, hold her hand for comfort, but also he doesn't want to overstep boundaries. And he's fucking agonizing over it.
Subtle spell. Suggestion. Go do it.
The teeth fall out again.
I mean, listen and find out.
That's a wisdom save, right? He's great at
Made
those.
the old man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. All right.
So roll d20.
Did you actually try to settle spell, or was that a joke?
No,
I genuinely did.
Oh, shoot. All right, one second. I'll roll the second one. Okay. Because it was subtle, so he wouldn't have seen it coming. And he's sitting there agonizing over, and then he reaches over and grabs your hand, Ebony.
Oh.
And then you see his back stiffen even more, and there's panic in his eyes. And he looks at you, Lucky.
I'm reading a book.
And he's going to he's going to subtle spell cast message to you as he whispers very, very quietly. All you hear, or actually no, because it's a subtle spell, he doesn't say anything, but you hear, Lucky, you cocksucking son of a bitch.
I just slowly turn a page with a smirk on my face, but say nothing.
And there's like this panic-stricken expression that is muddled by a glare at Lucky, and then he furtively kind of looks at you, Ebony, with almost apologetic eyes, hoping that you will forgive him.
I think that he's kind of a little like words brain, a little like how would I say how he's acting, kind of like out of sorts. Like he's trying to help her, but everybody just sees Ebony kind of just like cup his cheek a little bit. Are you okay?
The moment that like your hand touches his face, he kind of like it reflects instinctively, like leans into the touch as he goes, I could ask the same of you. After everything today and our inability to do anything to stop him from being the piece of shit that he is.
You know, it usually takes a night for me to get over it, but I think I'll be somewhat okay. Oh my god, thank you.
He kind of nods and gives you a reassuring squeeze with his hand, squeezes your hand in a reassuring way. He goes, if you ever need an ear to bend, someone to talk to about any of it, I'm always here.
No. and I appreciate it. She kind of doesn't realize everybody's still just watching these two. Like, she's
Vernon
still
is-
kind of in her own little...
Vernon is face deep in apple pie. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he rolled a total of a 3.
No, Vernon is like pie.
Oh my god.
If anything, Vernon is trying to out-eat Totar right now.
That-
Yeah,
That's probably valid. Like it's sweet, it's tart, like it was nice Granny Smith apples basically, and it's plenty sweet, very tart, but also like almost too much cinnamon. Like it's almost got a burn to it because of the amount of cinnamon.
There's
But
no
it's-
such thing as too much cinnamon.
Oh no, there's a limit, but it's a lot. It's a very high limit. It's a high threshold. But like, yeah, it lets you know it's there. It's almost got a burn to it, but it's pleasurable.
I love being burned.
But as you guys are enjoying this time together and you guys settle in for your rest, the next morning, after you guys finish your breakfast, you guys hear the familiar sounds of the front door of the Mage's Tower opening. As Olidris, who normally is in much comfier robes during breakfast, claps his hands together as he watches his robes just kind of pop and shift as he's now in his official robes, the robes of the Archmage. As he goes, "Well then, my guest has arrived. Come, children. I would like for you to be present for this." As he stands up and he closes his hand on the air as a staff appears in his hand.
Mm.
And there is a seriousness about him that, Ebony, you've not seen ever.
Oh, you just see Ebony going to grab like a very more apprenticey robe just to look a little fancier right now. And yeah,
Right.
she's just gonna throw it on right now because technically the mages.
So as we go downstairs, the main room is different. It is a much larger chamber with rows of like desks and chairs. Like it looks like a massive lecture hall. And it turns out that there was another, like, the entryway has changed as well, because you heard the front door open of somebody coming in. But as you guys get down to the bottom of the stairs, or at least, some of you have made it most of the way down the stairs, you hear the grand doors of this chamber of the tower groan open under the pressure of ancient wards. You see the oily, slimy Tavan stride in, his robes trimmed in wealth, his mouth already curling into a smile. Archmage Olidris, how generous, how wise of you to summon me. I imagine this means you have finally accepted the inevitability of what the fates have already decreed. Your darling flame child, Ebony, and I, and then Olidris interrupts him, will never be. Sit down. And you see Tavan stiffen, and a chair slides into its place behind him as he opens his mouth to protest, and then his knees buckle and he sits. Ola just kind of sits there, releases his staff. The staff is floating, or not floating, but standing perfectly upright, perfectly balanced, as he folds his hands behind his back. And anybody with at least all of you can see, because all of you guys have at least a decent, passive perception of 10. You can see his Olidris's eyes are glowing with, magic actually in action. You arrive in my tower, and you... Sorry, he goes, you arrive in my city and speak of my daughter as if she were some property, and parade your wealth as though it were magic itself. And now you trespass into my home uninvited. Tell me, child, are you bold or merely stupid? To which Tavon just... he kind of sneers, but you can see he's a little nervous. You cannot keep me caged forever. Her destiny is with me. I have studied her fire, and then you hear him kind of choke off as the air around his throat has almost solidified. And those of you with at least a... Go ahead. Anyone and everyone can roll me Arcana.
Oh,
I'm not gonna bother. Vernon
Oh,
doesn't
that
know
was-
what's going on.
that was
Oh,
rough.
shit.
It-
I accidentally did that at disadvantage.
No, but
you saw it.
yeah. Well, no, it's mostly to see if you can perceive what's going on.
Sure.
You may not be able to understand what's going on, but it's kind of like a perception, but you're not perceiving the natural. It's actually you're literally perceiving
It's
the
sensing
magic.
it.
And you perceive literal strands of shimmering force binding his words in his throat.
Well,
As you see him kind of reach up and like clawing at his throat and his eyes widening. Olidris, you see him kind of lean forward a little bit. You will not speak her name in my presence again without respect. You will not follow her, leer at her, or whisper of your delusions. You will not so much as let your thoughts brush against her shadow. And you watch as the bindings around his throat just kind of fall away. And he starts gasping, his face even paler. And the ground around him, as he starts to kind of try to get himself ready to speak, the ground around him starts to ripple like water as he starts to sink down to his knees in the floor. You see a very cold smile on Olidris's face. You fancy yourself learned? Then treat this as a lesson. There are boundaries no wizard's will may cross. When you trespass into fire uninvited, you are not destined to hold it. You are destined to burn. And the floor solidifies again as it kind of shunts him back up to the surface, stumbling free of the chair, his robes soak, and he's trembling. Now, leave my tower, leave my city. Should I find you sniffing near her again, you will discover the difference between power gained by coin and power earned by blood, sacrifice, and centuries of study. You watch as Ola just kind of flicks his hand, and Tavon is hurled backwards out the doors, which slam shut behind him.
He's got the scary dog privileges now.
Yeah.
To which Ola kind of looks to you all as he goes, well, I couldn't very well kill him. There would be too much political bullshit to have to deal with after that.
That's funny.
Besides which, I'm in no mood for a hostile takeover of the city.
Stephanie just looks at him like, you want to... What?
Said he didn't want to.
He says he's in no mood for a hostile takeover of the city.
He's not in no mood, but that means if he was in the mood...
But no, he's effectively stating he could.
Good.
He just doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to fill out the paperwork right now.
Well,
He
no,
doesn't
no.
want to take over the city again.
Again.
Well, no. Like, if he wanted to be a total despot and become a dictator of the city and control it all with an iron fist, he could.
Like, do it for one person instead of forcing everybody else to.
But this was the most easy way to maintain control over this place with, or more accurately, keep control of him. But that said, because we're approaching the end of the session, and I want to, there's a point that I want to get to, so we're going to kind of roll things along if you guys don't mind. I have one more encounter in the city that I need to tie up, and this would probably be about a couple days later, so we're looking at like day 16 or 17. As probably it would be the day that one of the days that Celeste and Vernon were probably in the temple district, using their divine gifts, to help the sick and the infirm at the temples and whatnot.
Okay.
As you guys are there, and the party can all be there if they want, helping out in their own ways. Like Lucky could be there distributing socks. Ebony could be there using her magic and her fairies to help too. Vernon or Totar could be there to carry Lucky's box of socks.
He could bring a therapy dog.
He could bring it the therapy dog
With the socks on.
With
The
the
socks on.
socks
Oh
on.
my god.
Oh god, he would. No.
I feel
No.
like those would get eaten.
No.
Beast would chew
No.
them off
I
immediately.
would be on the ground there with him, chewing them off for him.
I'm so proud of you.
I have this mental picture, like, when dogs are adjusting to, like, wearing little booties and stuff, just watching Beast do that for about 5 seconds before everyone's, like,
He'd
before
take-
he's trying to chew them off.
He would literally take 3 or 4 steps and immediately sit down and would not move until he chewed them all off.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad Totar was supporting.
But that said, while you are wrapping up your time in the temple district and getting ready to leave,
Mhm.
you hear, or no, you see first. Actually, roll me perceptions, everyone.
Oh,
I
boy.
guess. Ah. Whoa.
Oh, I was doing so good with my rolls, and then the last 2 ones have sucked.
So Lucky and Vernon. Lucky, you see it first, but you don't take full stock of what's going on until about the time that Vernon takes note of it is when you kind of start getting suspicious. Roll me an insight there, Lucky. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so you see someone coming out of the alleyway looking directly at Celeste. About the time that Vernon takes stock that this guy is approaching you, the group, that's when, Lucky, you peg that look he's giving is just utter contempt, just bitter contempt. And you hear, foam and feathers all swept away. And you see this water genasi stepping out of the shadows. And Celeste, when you hear that voice, and Ebony, you hear the voice too, that draws your attention over as you see this man wearing literally just pants. There is no shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Oliver. Or no, that's Oliver.
Yes.
What?
No, the other guy's name is Olvar.
No,
Yeah,
th-
no,
this
it's
guy's name.
Oliver.
This guy's name is Ulvar. As
Wait, this is Olvar.
yes.
Well, I don't know if you remember the day that everybody met. Vernon wrote in his notes that guy's name was Oliver.
Yeah, that's right.
So
But
I
you
don't know.
don't know that that's him because you've heard about him, but you
yeah,
don't.
blue big titties, dude.
Oh, well,
Is
fair.
that Oliver?
Yeah.
Vernon is gonna say that.
Like,
Is that Oliver?
he kind of twitches a little bit. His eyebrow twitches. His eyes dart to you for a moment, and he just looks really confused. Ulvar.
Oliver!
Ulvar, you twit.
That's not my name.
Okay, twit. As he looks back to you,
Mr. Twit.
Celeste, he goes, but that's what you'll be, little smith. Just froth upon the tide. Here one breath, gone the next. Do you think your goddess of sighs will keep you standing when the waves rise? The queen devours all. And you'll be nothing but drift. And you watch as he spits a thick, briny glob hissing against the cobblestones.
Oh.
And then he
Oh.
Hey, you should brush your teeth.
and he shoves past you guys and keeps
no, you
walking.
don't.
Cat, are you sure? Is
No,
he
no, no,
able to
no,
shove
no,
Vernon
no,
out of the
no.
way?
He needs to do a wisdom save. I'm going to suggest he licks that up.
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. Are we derailing this?
A little bit.
We can stop.
Alright, fine.
We can
Okay.
stop. I just realized we're being pissed.
Fine, I won't do it.
It's okay. He would have saved anyways.
Oh.
But if it is possible, if Vernon knows he's going to be shoved, he would stiffen up.
I mean, it's not so much like he's like shoving, but it's like he's like brushing past you guys, and it's very uncomfortable because you, as he presses past you, you feel like this slimy wetness stuck to you, dripping off from where he made contact with you.
Ew.
And as he walks away, foam and feathers all swept away. Said as he continues to retreat away from you.
What is with this town and slimy people? Ugh.
Celeste is like the whole interaction. She's like stiff and frozen.
You have
Because-
so many friends.
I don't know who he is.
But you do
He
know. Actually, roll me religion, Celeste.
Yeah. I did have to, for some reason, Roll20 did restart. Let me grab my character sheet. He said religion.
Yes.
Oh god, my rolls have been crap the last few.
Do you want to borrow Vernon's little religious textbook?
So, you know. Wait, what did you roll? I can't remember.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, yeah, no. You don't. You know what? I will say. You know, roll again. We're
Roll
going to give
again?
you advantage on this situation.
For consistency.
This dude is slimy.
Wait, did you roll another?
Yes.
Why is he so goop?
I think you got some what you would call it, some inspirations. No, you've only got one. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, I got 1.
She could borrow Vernon's book.
Yeah. So, you know of some of the deities that are in opposition to your deity, but you also do know that he obviously worships one of them, because one of the first things he did was talk shit about you being a follower of Airdrie Fania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly.
Fania?
How do you spell it?
Oh no, it is Airdrie Fania.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, Audrey. I know her.
Airdrie. I'm all right. I'm taking away one of your inspirations.
No.
Can I have one? No.
Anyways, Little shit. So yes, there's something significantly un-okay with him.
He's a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, he was just as creepy and angry as the first time.
So, with that said, the next couple of days are relatively uneventful. I will say that if are you continuing to in downtimes kind of go to the sparring ring with Cal and getting some drills in, Vernon?
Why the hell not? There ain't nothing better to do.
All right, so
There's not a lot of charity work to be done around this town.
yeah, unfortunately, not really. It's interesting. Like in this city in particular, there is a lot of social services available for, you know, the poor, the impoverished, the sick and infirm. Because there's a particular couple of noble lords with particularly deep pockets who take advantage of those
Why is
deep
the
pockets.
fire alarm going on?
Uh-oh.
AFK moment.
Understood. But yeah, there's a couple of noble lords with very deep pockets that are making use of those deep pockets to help people who need it. But
Anyways, there's like a combination fire alarm carbon monoxide thing we took off because anytime we showered it went off and it just randomly. Ah!
Oh my
Sorry.
God. It's so weird.
I'm so sorry. That just went off. I'm sorry. I brought it over here.
Can you
I'm
take
muting
the
myself
batteries
real
out?
quick. Yes. I'm gonna mute myself real quick and take the batteries out.
okay. Out of curiosity, does he have a wireless headset to be able to keep listening in?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So, that said, over the next couple of days, you guys finish all your crafts. You guys, you know, get some more time in with each other, and on the 20th day, just after you guys finish the final touches on all your different projects, you guys return to the Mage's Tower towards midday for a meal with Oladris, and as you guys are heading there, there's a man. So there's a man like pleading for help as you guys are approaching from anyone who might be able to assist him. And a lot of people are just kind of brushing him off because, you know, he's mad with panic. Eyes are wide, and he's just like, please, anyone, someone, there's so much, anyone, please, sir, and, you know, he's like trying to get somebody to give him a moment.
What did I miss?
There, as you guys were approaching the Mage's Tower, there's a man in a panicked state looking for someone to help him, and nobles and the few adventurers around are just kind of brushing him off because he's in a sheer panic state because of you know, his stress over the situation, and he's running up to anybody that might give him a moment.
Has he reached us yet?
Not yet, but you see him. Do you wish to approach him instead?
Vernon is gonna look over to Ebony, Cell, and be like, "Does he do that a lot?"
Ebony
Does
Cell,
that live
you've
here?
never seen him before.
Like, I don't know if he's a frequent.
I don't know this person.
Seen him at the Mage's Tower before.
No, you've never seen him before.
Group vote? Side quest? Because I'm for it.
I mean, we can see what he needs. I
Eh.
mean,
At about
trying
this
to
time, you
see-
hear you can hear people kind of scoffing as they're walking away from him, and you hear the words, somebody mutter something about like the military would let a whole village go missing.
Oh, at that moment, Vernon is there.
We help, man. He called for help. We help. Unless he
Vernon-
crazy, then we throw him in river.
Vernon fucking materializes when he hears about a missing.
Yeah, the moment that he sees you all, he goes, "Oh, please, please tell me that the gods have brought you to help."
No, my feet did. What do you need?
He just blinks. He goes, "I'll take it." He goes, "I am from a village to the west, probably about 5 or 6 days travel north of Karn, and there was so much violence. There's a man and his entourage, and they bear the Arisian colors." And he goes on to describe in excruciatingly haunting detail of the knight Veros and his crew.
It's the dude that gave us the Star Sapphire, right?
Yep, and they were the ones that sent that hobgoblin entourage to ransack that village.
I don't know if we're strong enough.
They've
We can help.
been marching their way south. It's only a matter of time before they make their way to either Karn or even down to Willowvale.
At least see what's going on. I don't think that'll cause too much of an issue.
Wait. You say Willowville?
Yes. Yes,
Well, I'm going.
Lucky is like, "I'm there. I'm gone. I'm leaving tonight."
All right.
And hearing that eagerness, Cal's like, "All right then, I'll get the wagon set up."
Is there one last thing that we could do? Kind of want to buy one of those special paper pigeon things that Ellis was using, so we could at least tell him about our movement.
Ebony, do a GM roll of a persuasion. I'll give you advantage on it.
She doesn't roll persuasion much.
All right, so as you guys are, getting ready to leave, packing your stuff, getting your gear together, Oladris laments that he wouldn't be able to go with you all, but he presents a little box to you, Ebony.
Oh,
Inside the box, there are 10 paper birds.
Yippee!
Ebony just takes the box as she tugs Oldris before leaning back a little bit. I assume these are mostly to if in more dire circumstances.
He sits there and he just kind of smiles. He goes, "Well, I trust you to use at least one of them responsibly, but they are yours to do with what you wish. Just try not to be too negligent with them. Keep the pranking to a minimum."
Just purses her lips a little bit, like.
He gives a roguish wink.
She just bows her head and thanks him and gives him another hug. Before going over to London, bag of.
Going over to what? You broke up.
Oh, she just gave, going to Lucky to put it in the bag of.
Okay, put it in the bag of holding. Okay. Got it that time. So, as you guys load up and get ready to head off, I need you guys to real quickly confer what two companions, what two sidekicks are you guys wanting to bring with you? Because we will not be taking...
we can look at their character sheets now.
Correct. Well, you can look at your own sidekicks' character sheets.
Oh.
We didn't bring any last time.
Correct.
No one have mattered anyways because it's been 20 days, but
Yeah, because basically your sidekicks are not as durable and prepared for extensive adventuring as the rest of you guys are. So going forwards, if they don't get at least a solid 5 days of rest after going on a particular adventure with you guys before going on another one, they're out of commission for at least 20 days after the second adventure. Mostly to
I believe
force you guys to be not favoring just one particular companion over some others.
that's fair.
Well, I will say we haven't brought anybody out except for Beast.
And even then, Beast was only for that one encounter in the village.
I was gonna say we should bring Cal. We whooped his ass. We kicked him in the nuts.
Cal's not a sidekick.
Cal's a free agent.
Fuck Cal then.
Yeah, Cal's going anyways.
I mean, if you ask nicely.
I'll just do your bring a bottle of wine in.
I mean, I'm biased, but I want to pick Beast.
You've already brought him out once, though. It would be nice to have more variety. He is a good dog.
I mean, if we do use him twice, we can't use him for another 20 days.
Well, no, it's been 20 days since the last time, or at least, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just we use him these 2 times, and then he has to go on the shelf.
Well, no, it's a fresh slate right now, so if you use him this time, then he needs a 5-day break.
I mean, it might not be a bad idea because he has a sniffer.
I mean, that's true.
Also, go ahead.
I don't know how good the rest of the companions are. I can only look at Helen.
I'd say the fairy. The fairy's a companion, right?
Yes,
Pepper?
Pepper is a sidekick.
Fairy and the dog, since they can communicate.
That is true.
I mean,
yeah.
so can Ebony.
Yeah, but no one really likes her anyways. We just can't bring her along for more.
Whoa.
Damn. Okay. So.
Wow.
But seriously, so do we like going with Beast and Pepper?
I can do that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
And then we
But it
can
would be
swap
good
out
to-
for the next 2.
Yeah.
All right. So
Like, bringing... I feel like Pepper and Tolig would be good also. Both of them are archers, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Is Tolig an archer?
yes, he is.
I feel like we are lacking in the range damage.
We
But I
do
mean-
also have sub-roast for range damage, too.
He's
Yeah.
one big boom boom.
But you guys have a very uneventful trip across the countryside because you guys are rushing, and the few almost encounters that you had, Cal threw fire into the air and scared off the beasties because he's like, we got places to be.
When you say fire, do you mean fireball?
No. Well, one time because he saw lots of goblins, so he threw a fireball in the air and it exploded, and they were like, nope, not today.
Look, I had to ask. You just say fire.
Sometimes it's burning hands.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so you guys make it across. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Uh-oh.
I was starting to accidentally stretch the token. All right, so you guys get north of Karn, and you find a village, and it's intact. And you start traveling north over a couple of days until you encounter a village that, like, you pass through 3 villages that are perfectly fine. There's villagers just existing, just vibing, completely unaware. But after about the 3rd or 4th day, you guys are approaching a village, and one sec. The stench strikes first.
Oh.
It clings to the air like a choking fog. The copper tang of fresh blood, the sour sweet rot of open corpses, and the foul stench of blackened, undead flesh split and spilled across the cobblestones. The flies are already here, buzzing in frantic clouds over the bodies draped from shattered windows, hung over garden fences, collapsed in doorways with reaching hands that will never rise again. Smoke drifts from a few ruined homes, acrid and biting, mixing with the iron reek of gore. As you enter deeper into the village, the square itself in the town center is a massacre. The ground is slick, patches of dark mud, formed not by rain, but by the mingled filth of blood, bile, and decay. The groan of broken wood swings in the breeze, shutters clapping faintly against their frames, a loose sign creaking like a dying breath. Yet beneath these hollow sounds is silence, the silence of things extinguished. And then, him. A lone figure at the square's heart, framed by death on all sides. A tiefling, his skin gleaming dark crimson beneath the gray daylight, his horns catching what little light filters through the overcast. His chest heaves raggedly, each breath scraping against a throat hoarse from the scream the party heard moments before. In his arms, he clutches what remains of a woman, skin waxen and peeling, lips blackened, hair brittle and half gone. Once she may have been lovely, now she is a cruel parody of memory. He cradles her like something fragile, rocking gently as if motion alone might restore warmth to her cooling body. Around him, the carnage tells more stories. You see a half-orc warrior laying splayed in her ruined plate, helmet split nearly in half, her face locked in a final grimace of rage. Her green-gray flesh is pallid, veins dark with necrotic corruption where the undead rot had once claimed her. A dwarven man lies beside her, one half of his face reduced to exposed muscle and grinning teeth. Yet his axe still clutched so tightly that rigor mortis alone has not claimed it. And not far off, you see a lean human in shredded leathers, sprawled in a puddle of his own entrails, dark necrotic blood oozing across the stones. You see crows perched on the rooftops above, silent and watchful, as though the tiefling's anguish has stilled even carrion appetites for the moment. The sound that breaks the silence now is not of battle, nor even of breath, but of grief. The tiefling sobs into the corpse's hair, the sound raw, guttural, a wound given voice. His claws dig into his own forearms as he clutches her tighter, streaking his crimson skin with dark trails of blood. Every movement trembles between collapse and eruption, as if he could just as easily tear the square apart in wrath as fall lifeless beside her in despair. The air is heavy, charged with something worse than death. The horror of what it means to survive when all else is lost. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Damn. Not to derail it all, but was there any crafting opportunity on the way?
We will go over that over the
Yeah, I
over the next
don't
week.
want it to be now.
But yeah, actually, Sal, roll me that con save as you're
Okay.
approaching into the town. Okay, I will add that while you guys were coming in, you guys could hear Sel kind of gulp a couple times, keeping her bile down, as the visceral gore it's intense, and it's a lot for her to take in.
She will give you a handkerchief, even if you puke into it. It's fine.
But
Much appreciated.
that said, thank you guys for joining tonight. I am extremely excited for the next session.
Thank you for running.
Yeah, thank you for running. This was fun.
I had so much fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourselves, and to my audience, I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight too.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh,
And with that, I shall Scarpa. Thank you for running and all this. I'm going to try and sleep.
yeah, you get yourself
You
some sleep,
need to
sir.
sleep.
Yeah, go to bed, get some sleep. I hope you feel better.
I hope I do too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. I will be back shortly if you guys wish to talk a little bit after that, but I'm going to raid out.
Okay.
I will be
Okay.
back shortly. All right. So, once again, thank you guys for popping in. Thank you, Xtina, for popping in with the lurk. Thank you, Samo, for the Bane. We didn't get a chance to take advantage of it, but I will try to remember that for next session. But yes, thank you guys for hanging out. I need to find out where we are going to raid out to now. Let's see. Who is anybody playing some D&D? Is anyone playing D&D? All right. Well, you know what? She wasn't playing D&D, but she is streaming. We're going to go raid out to Xtina Bobina because she popped in here for the lurk. She is a VTuber. She's currently playing Valorant. All right, make sure I have that typed out right. Okay. So we got sub raid, we got follow raid. All right. So, normally this following Sunday would be our next D&D stream, but as the DM and Evany's player Nolly are going to be on vacation, we will not be having D&D that night. So I'm not sure exactly what we will be streaming, but we will be streaming something. Might be doing some Dune, seeing as my brother-in-law had bought that for me and I have been slightly addicted to it. So that might be what we are doing some base building, doing some farming, doing some adventuring, trying not to get eaten by worms. But that said, thank you guys for hanging out. Take care, stay safe, choose kindness. Until next time, my friends, stay weird.